take water. He's 5'11", 190. High school. He will attend close Texas. His buddy, Alexander Luco. Number 28, Saber Man, 6'1", 208. Northwest High School. Wesley College. His buddy, Jeffrey Luco. Number 33, Big 33, All Woodland, 6'1", 185. From High School, will attend Toledo University. His buddy, Liam Parker. Number 35 is Avery Taylor. He's 6'2", 240. Jasonsburg High School will attend Fairfax College. His buddy, Jacob Parker. Number 42 is Daniel Apo. 6'4", 330. South High School will attend Toledo University. His buddy, Jimmy Gillespie. Number 5 is John Johnson, 6'3", 260. Gilbert High School, he will attend the United States Military Academy at West Point. His buddy, Stephen Gibson Jr. 6'7", Melvin Gow, 6'3", 260. He will attend the United States Military Academy. His buddy, Jacob Anderson. Number 58, Jake Hunt, 6'6", 285. From Meade High School, he will attend the United States Naval Academy. His buddy, Matt Joyce. Number 67, Logan Casey, 6'1", 240. South Middletown High School will attend Shepherd University. His buddy, Joseph Jones Jr. Number 71 is Gary Gross, 6'3", 270. From Douglas High School, he will attend Nassau Community College. His buddy, Brad Russell. Number 72, Kelly Kell, 6'2", 285. High School, he will attend Williams College. His buddy, Jose. 73, Justin Spinelli. His buddy, Gene Jose. 75 is Brian. He's 6'3", 290. From Fort Hill High School, he will attend the University of Charleston. His buddy, Tim Hartman. Number 76, Levi Lloyd, 6'3", 285. From Fallston High School. He's attending Towson University. His buddy, Kanye Barber. Number 85, Mike Cattell, 6'6", 255. From Wise High School, will be attending North Carolina State University. His buddy, Matthew Pendergast. Number 88, Alphon Jacob, 6'3", 320 pounds. From Damascus High School. He will be attending the University of Richmond. His buddy is Andy Steinauer. We next welcome Zach Davey, unable to play due to injury. He's 6'2", 215. He's from Archbishop Quality High School. He will be attending the United States Naval Academy. And now, let's meet the coaching staff for Maryland. Assistant coach from Riverville High School, Tom Greenberg. From Urbana, Ryan Hine. From Eastern Tech, Mark Mazzaro. From Wise High School, Delon Parrish. From Douglas High School, James Tigney. From Good House High School, Don Rushing. From Douglas High School, Monty Sutton. And the head coach of the Maryland squad. He's from Riverville High School. Ladies and gentlemen, head coach Brian Van Dusen. And now it is time to meet Your 2014 AAA Pennsylvania Big 33 squad being welcomed by AAA representative John Calvin. Number 1, Daquan Ware, 6'2", 186 from Harrisburg High School. Will attend Garden City Community College, his buddy, Carter Powell. Number 2 is Rashawn Stewart, 6', 185 from Perkiomen Valley High School. Will attend Villanova University, his buddy, Bryson Steinley. Number 3 is Lenny Williams. He's 5'11", 198 from Stowe Rocks High School. Will attend Temple University, his buddy, Michael Corey. Number 4, Thaddeus Smith, 5'10", 180. He's out of Cardinal O'Hara High School. Will be attending Boston College, his buddy, Caden Capitani. Number 5 is Mark Lyles. He's 6', 215 from Lebanon High School. Will be attending Bucknell University, his buddy, Ori McIntyre. Number 6, Mallory Claiborne, 5'9", 185 from Stowe Rocks High School. Will attend Concord University, his buddy, Ian Tran. Welcome number 7, Delane Hart, 6'4", 200 pounds from Martin Luther King High School. He will attend Toledo University, and his buddy is Zachary Hartzell. Number 8, Tyree Spearman, 5'10", 182. He's from Erie McDowell High School. Will attend St. Francis University. His buddy is Aaron Hine. Number 9, Tyler Burke, 6'4", 240 from Coatesville High School. Will attend the University of Maryland. His buddy is Connor Nazarian. Wearing number 10, Christian Lezer, 6'1", 227 from Clearfield Area High School. He'll be attending Boston College, and his buddy is Anthony Catalina. Number 11, Felix Manischel, 5'11", 185 from Erie Cathedral Prep. Will be attending Old Dominion University, and his buddy is Joseph Poplaski. Number 12, Jared Folks, 6'1", 220 from Susquehanna Township High School. Will be attending Temple University, his buddy, Nathan Barrett. Number 15, Trey Clock, 6'4", 265 from Lower Dauphin High School. Will be attending Georgia Tech, and his buddy is Nathan Miller. Number 16, Joe Julius. He's 5'11", 200 from Lower Dauphin High School. Will be attending Penn State University, and his buddy, Ben Fowler. Number 17, Jawan Hill, 6'2", 245 from McKeesport Area High School. Will attend Duquesne University. His buddy, Eliana Dudley. Number 18, Luke Carazola, 6'3", 245 from the Chamonix High School. Will attend the University of Connecticut. His buddy, Maxim Reimer. Number 19 is Nico Thorpe. He's 5'11", 230 pounds from Pittsburgh Central Catholic. Will attend Fordham University. His buddy, Donovan Mahaffey. 21, Marlon Tyree, 6'2", 195. He's from Erie Cathedral Prep School. He will attend Slippery Rock University. His buddy, Owen Marcico. Number 22, Colin Johnoff, 5'10", 185. He's from Franklin Regional High School. Will attend Bucknell University, and his buddy, Marcus Ward. 23 is Terry Swanson. He's 5'10", 198 from Aliquippa High. Will attend Toledo University. His buddy, Branson Brown. Welcome number 24, Chase Edmonds, 5'10", 180 from Central Dauphin East High School. Will be attending Fordham University. His buddy, Spencer Graff. Number 25, Patrick Marabiti, 6'2", 192 from West Catholic High School. Will attend the University of Pittsburgh, and his buddy is Patrick Lauer. Number 28 is Brandon Feebster, 6'3", 195 from Downingtown East High School. Will attend Cheshire Academy. His buddy, Zachary Hartzell. Number 44 is Aaron Franklin, 6'1", 235. From LaSalle College High School, will attend Syracuse University. His buddy is Sam Roberts. 52, Cole Costi. 6'2", 270. From Thomas Jefferson High School, will attend Youngstown State University, and his buddy, Hunter Wallace. Welcome number 66, Ben Huss. 6'2", 280. From Upper St. Clair High School, will attend Duquesne University, his buddy, Camden Dudley. Number 68, Eric Gallo. He's 6'3", 285. From Council Rock South High School, will attend Virginia Tech, his buddy, Patrick Madison. 71 is Noah Bay, 6'6", 265. From Scranton Prep, will attend Penn State University, his buddy, Spencer Graham. 72, Josh Walmer, 6'4", 250. From Parkland High School, will attend Kenyon College, and his buddy, David Shirey. 74, Dante Angus, 6'7", 328 pounds. From Martin Luther King High School, will be attending West Virginia University. His buddy is Max Barton. Number 75, Mike Brim, 6'6", 328. From Bethel Park High School, will attend the University of Pittsburgh. His buddy, Thomas Bergerami. Number 76, David Shaw. He's 6'5", 300. From Spring Grove High School, will be attending the University of Maryland. His buddy, Jordan Horan. Number 78, Mitchell Swigert. 6'5", 265. From Penn Manor High School, will attend Princeton University. His buddy, Kendra Wolf. Number 87 is Alec Bloom, 6'7", 245. From Ligonier Valley High School, will be attending the University of Connecticut, and his buddy is Owen Marshall. And now, let's meet the Pennsylvania AAA Big 33 coaching staff. Assistant coaches from Franklin Regional, Greg Bada. From West York High School, Ron Miller. From Gateway High School, Tom Nola. Coatesville High School, Matt Ortega. From Bishop McDevitt High School, Jeff Wechter. And the head coach of the 2014 AAA Big 33 football squad from Easton Area High School, welcome Steve Shippert. Gentlemen, shake hands. Best of luck, Maryland. Best of luck, Pennsylvania. Ladies and gentlemen, we are honored this year to have as our honorary chairman, Mr. Marcus Colston. After an outstanding high school career at Susquehanna Township High School, he attended Hofstra University, where he set all the receiving records and was named All-Atlantic Big Ten. Marcus was then drafted by the New Orleans Saints and started in his very first NFL game, helping them to the playoffs. In 2009, Marcus was the premium receiver on the Saints Super Bowl championship team. Marcus is the Saints' all-time leader in career receiving, yards from scrimmage, receiving touchdowns, total touchdowns, as well as career receptions. Proud to have with us this year as our honorary chairman, Marcus Colston.
Take this kid, Ron. Yo, man, here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask you please rise for the presentation of our country's colors being presented by the Pennsylvania State Police Ceremonial Unit. Ladies and gentlemen, our country's colors.
Speed on my camera. How do I adjust my speed on my zoom again? Okay, gotcha.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask you please remain standing. Gentlemen, please remove your hats as we honor the United States of America. Salute its leaders and members of the armed forces with the singing of the Star Spangled Banner, to be sung by Miss Lauren Felton, a graduate of Danville High School, attending Penn State University, and former Big 33 cheerleader. Ladies and gentlemen, we present with pride and much gratitude our national anthem. Lifeline. From the Belton Hershey Medical Center, Lifeline finds thousands of missions every year, saving lives all over the central Pennsylvania. Keep an eye Lifeline just might be back to us. Lifeline and Penn State University. Thank you. We're getting ready to start the game. We need a football. So we're going to call a call. Maryland buddy captain, Kenya Barber. Pennsylvania buddy captain, Spencer Graham. And our honorary chairman, Marcus Colston, to bring the game ball to midfield. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing your official for tonight's game. The back judge is Jason Baltimore from Pennsylvania. Field judge Ken Whitmore from Maryland. Side judge Paul Davis from Pennsylvania. Line judge from Pennsylvania's Mike Williams. Head linesman Norman Henry. He's from Maryland. Your umpires from Maryland. Your referee, Pennsylvania's Jim Toomey. Game sponsor, Senior Vice President, Mill House, along with Big 33 Executive Director, Dave Ripper. Hard work, dedication, excellence. PNC is proud to congratulate the 10 Pennsylvania high school seniors awarded the PNC Foundation Scholarship because at PNC, they know what it takes to achieve. Proud sponsor of the Big 33. Captain's meeting with the officials at midfield, representing Maryland, number 10, Sullivan Hall. 22, Josh Gunn Terry. 42, Daniel Poe. 73, Justin Falsinelli. Pennsylvania's captain, 15, Trey Clark. 18, Luke Carazola. 24, Chase Edmonds. Number 44, Sarah Franklin.
Hello, football fans, and welcome to Hershey, Pennsylvania, Chocolatetown, USA, and the home of the Big 33 Classic. My name is Jerome Presley, along with good friends Mark Smith and Doug Duvall. Today, Pennsylvania goes against Maryland, and we have a history in the Big 33. Players like Dan Marino, Ben Roethlisberger, Ricky Waters have all participated in this game. Gentlemen, looking at these players that we see today, let's look at Maryland first. What are some of the players that would be important to watch and look at?
You know, Mark and I are old line guys, and I think the game today is going to be a lot about line. We got a big old boy going to Clemson named Justin Falsinelli, and we've got a kid, Jake Hawk, who's going to go down to Naval Academy, both real good tackles. And, you know, Maryland's just trying to get on the same level with Pennsylvania. It's all going to be about the trench warfare today.
All right. Mark, your turn.
Jerome, he's already sandbagging us now. Come on. I think the word is that this is one of Pennsylvania's best defensive lines they've had in years. And those two tackles are going to be out there. They've got to go against Trey Clark from Lower Dauphin, and who's going to Georgia Tech, and Luke Carazola from the Chamonix, who's going to UConn. Both big, tall, rangy guys. They're big in the middle with Sean Swigert and the Hill kid. And then watch out our boy Baby Huey now. He's something. And that's Dante Angus. He's a good player. And he's going to turn it loose from the inside. So we're going to give Maryland's offensive line what for.
All right. And I'll tell you what, this game is huge, and it's probably, when you look at all-star games on the national spectrum, it's one of the biggest all-star games around. Can you talk a little bit about what the Big 33 does for the communities of both Maryland and Pennsylvania? We'll start with Maryland.
Well, it's the granddaddy. You know, for Maryland, it brought our state together. The state of Maryland's like 4 separate regions, and so this gives us a reason to come together as football coaches and football players and put on a unified front and go out and play against a great state of Pennsylvania. It put us on the map football-wise when we got involved in the game in '85. From then on, we became a place that people stopped and looked for good quality football players, and we owe it to Pennsylvania.
And Mark?
Well, Jerome, you named some names already that have been associated with this game. That doesn't even Marino, Freilich, Dorsett. The local guys now, there's always guys coming out of every game playing in the NFL, and really you're seeing on TV and all these bowl games and BCS games. And it being the PA guy, it's a yearly event. It's an extravaganza. We look at it as the cherry on the sundae for our state all-star program and our football program.
Well, fans at home, you're in for a treat. Pennsylvania, Maryland, Big 33 Classic. We'll be back for kickoff after these messages.
I'm no stranger to concussions, so I know how vital it is to have the best care. Allegheny Health Network is utilizing new C3 Logix technology to revolutionize concussion diagnosis and treatment. It allows trainers to do baseline tests before play begins, document an injury immediately, and upload information to healthcare professionals. It's the most modern way to play it safe, even when you're playing all out. Learn more at ahn.org.
It's here, whether you enjoy hunting or fishing, discovering history or cutting-edge technology.
It's here, from delicious chocolate to professional sports, wild roller coasters to endless shopping.
It's here, from fine dining to home-style cooking, exciting nightlife to small-town charm. Dauphin County has it all.
No surprise we were voted the 12th most livable region in the nation.
It's here. You should be here too.
Summer's hot, and so are the savings at Sutliff Chevrolet.
Bigger selection, better prices, lower payments? We get it.
Get up to $8,600 in sizzling savings on your new Silverado. You're going to love your new Sutliff Chevy Cruze, and you're going to love your payment, $159 a month.
We have a Chevy for every need.
And a payment for every budget.
The road's all yours when you drive Equinox, now only $199 a month. It's the Summer Savings Sizzler at Sutliff Chevrolet Harrisburg.
You're still the reason we put the key in the door.
When it comes to variety and convenience, kick off your shopping at Turkey Hill Mini Markets, your one-stop shop for fuel, fresh brewed coffee, ice-cold drinks, slushies, snacks, grab-and-go meals, and more. Score big fuel savings, 3 cents per gallon every day, or with your extra points, earn up to $1 per gallon with your Turkey Hill Rewards card. After the game touchdown at the Hill, your neighborhood Turkey Hill Mini Markets, a proud supporter of the Big 33 Football Classic.
Welcome back to the Big 33 Classic in Hershey, Pennsylvania, along with good friends. My name is Jerome Presley, along with good friends. Doug, talk to me a little bit about what is the tone that Maryland wants to set today for this game?
Well, there's 3 things that Maryland's got to do. They've got to be able to put the brakes on Pennsylvania's defensive line. Those guys are big, they're fast, they're strong, and that's 3 big problems if you're an offensive lineman. But we bring into the game today one of the best offensive lines that we've had from Maryland to bring up the Big 33 game. So I think we're going to be in pretty good shape. We've also got to make sure we hold on the football. Possession time is going to be huge for us, and we're going to see 2 great kickers. Pennsylvania and Maryland both have good kickers this year, so it should be an exciting game to watch for the fans.
And we're going to look at the rules for the game, because every All-Star game has rules. Mark, what are the rules for today?
Well, they must play a 4-3 defense. You can only rush 4 defensive linemen can only rush. There can be no blitzing from the linebackers whatsoever. There can be no line twisting of any kind, and you must play man-to-man coverage. You can't switch off. You must play the man that you line up on. And offensively, no unbalanced formations, no shifting. You can go in motion, and as you can see here, you have to throw the ball at least 40% of the time in the game.
And what do you think, looking at the keys for Maryland, what is it that Maryland has to do today to have a better effect today as compared to last year when they dropped the
Well, what happened, Maryland last year, the special teams broke down early on. They turned the ball over. They found themselves less than 3 minutes to go, opening the game down 22-0. They came back and played great football. They need to come out, settle down, play real sound defense. They need to have great special team play. We've got good special team players. They need to hold on to the football.
What about Pennsylvania?
Well, I think Doug said the key matchups up front. The defensive line has got to give pressure on Carter and Jones so they can't get comfortable. And the biggest thing we have to really be careful of is play a clean game. No silly penalties. No, don't give them a short field. And we've got to utilize the strength of our kicker Joe Julius, who can, he can with the wind. He's 3 points potential from anywhere inside the 50.
And back deep for Maryland for return is Marquell Dickerson. And kicking off for Pennsylvania will be Joey Julius.
Mark, I think I moved those deep guys back to the goal line, even though he's kicking in to win. I don't quite know why he's kicking into the win, but
I'm not
the way
sure
it turned
either,
out.
I'm not
Let's see
sure
where
either.
this ball comes down.
Oh.
Well, there you go. I was
will
wrong.
be returned by number 3, Marquell Dickerson.
That ball took a good bounce for him.
Sure
there
did.
you go.
Sure
and
did.
tackled by a host of Pennsylvania defenders on the play. Maryland will start off on about the 26-yard line.
Maryland needs to come out here and establish the run so that they can go to the pass a little bit to break it loose. Up front at Pennsylvania line, that's going to be interesting to see this first play because I know old Coach Van Duze is going to get a chance just to get in there where it's noisy. Let them boys, like Mark said, they want to go to work, don't they, Mark?
Yeah, they do.
And both of you guys talked about the lines of both of these teams. Maryland having a strong offensive line and Pennsylvania in that defensive line. So you'll get to see that starting right away.
We're looking right down that neutral zone right now. Whoever team comes across that ball first, that's going to be big play.
Quarterback number 2, Antoine Carter, is under center. Split wide is Reggie White, number 1. And tight is number 8, Kevin Joppy. Handoff to number 3, Markel Dickerson. And good defensive play coming up. Number 10 for PA, Kristen Laser on the tackle.
Christian's a guy out of Clearfield and played for Tim Janocko. Heck of a football player. Played quarterback. Did a really good job for him.
And the starting defense for Pennsylvania, Hill at defensive end, Swigert, defensive tackle, Shaw, Carazola. And here's your starting, linebackers and secondary, Franklin.
They got to turn that ball upfield, turn it up, and there you go.
Number 2, Solomon Vault, coming around the end, knocked out of bounds on the play by number 22 for Pennsylvania. That's Colin Janove, Franklin Regional, and he's headed to Bucknell University. Here's the offense for Maryland: White, Carter, Dickinson, Joppy, and Vault.
Solomon Vault comes out of Gaithersburg High School. It's one of the sort of schools that been in business in football for a long time. Their head coach, John Harville, coached for 52 years, just passed away this past spring. Solomon Vault's a solid running back. You see him get to the perimeter against a fast Pennsylvania defense.
And it brings up about a 3rd and 8 for Maryland. Antoine back to pass. Complete to number 10, Solomon Vault. He'll get close to the first down, and looks like he will have it on the play.
Pennsylvania was in that nickel rush look. They moved Clock and Carazola inside, and they brought
That's what you got to be able to do, is move the chains in this game.
And Antoine Carter, first pass play, he gets a completion, moves Maryland. Maryland will have 1st and 10 on about the 37-yard line.
It's big in this game to gain territory. You got to get to midfield in that first drive, at least turn the ball over in good field shape. They've got some blockers out front. You got the perimeter. You got to run it up in there.
Solomon in motion. He gets the pitch, gets about 2 yards. And as you can see early on, Maryland testing that perimeter a little bit for that Pennsylvania defense.
Trying to establish that run, that's for sure. Zaire Franklin was in position. He just took a bad angle. They went underneath that block instead of over the top. Linebacker's he's going from LaSalle High School. He's going to Syracuse.
And Doug, you talked about the speed of Maryland, this Maryland team being very quick.
Well, the truth of it is Maryland might be a little better if it was a track meet than a football game. Pennsylvania, big up front. I just got a quick count, about 1,620 pounds up front between 4 linemen. So, that's moving. You might get through there with a Mack truck and full tilt, but, a little tough call there.
See, this is
be a
the
little
stuff
tough on
that
Maryland
everybody
moving
has
it back. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, you know what? The kids, just to get together for 1 week of practice, it's hard to do. They've got officials from Maryland and from Pennsylvania on the field today, but in that situation, you think you just let them play a little bit.
I hope so.
So call like that early in the game, you got to keep that flag in your pocket.
Carter back to pass.
He's up.
Delivers
He's got
a bomb.
him open. He's gone, Coach.
Almost.
Nice.
Right through the outstretched arms of number 3, Dickerson. Not able to haul that in. That'll bring up a 3rd down and long for this Maryland team.
That penalty's going to be a little bit of a problem there for him. Now, Markel Dickerson, he's going to Towson University. Towson's done a great job at rebuilding their football program. They're very excited about that child. He's had a great week of practice up here. Both he and Reggie White Jr., the 2 wideouts, have just worked as hard as they could work this week in practice. And in fact, they're 2 of the, if coaches have favorite kids, they're kids they really like.
Well, back to pass again.
They're staying with that big defense.
Now, this kid can make things happen.
And Carter is not able to get outside. The defense of Pennsylvania holds Tyler Burke on the tackle. Another loss. It brings up a 4th down for Maryland. And here's the replay. Mark, talk about it.
Well, they did a great job pulling him up. Zaire Franklin, and he flushed him over, and Tyler Burke comes up from underneath. he's a guy going to Maryland.
Yep.
So Coach Etz will be happy to have him.
Yeah.
Real nice
Good
play, keeping him under
there.
control there. Good stuff.
Got it deep. They're punting with the wind at their back.
And you called it, wind at the back. Number 22, Colin Janot,
Nice. They're
back
down
to
there.
punt, to return the punt. And
Yep,
there's
there
Chase
you go.
Edmonds will fair catch it at about the 32-yard line for Pennsylvania. And Mark, what will you see from Pennsylvania in this offense to get started?
Well, I think they're going to try to establish the run, and they're going to try to, this offensive line, going to try to get everybody settle down and just play a little bit. Both quarterbacks are run-pass athletes. They both had very stellar high school careers, and they're going to really do a good job. As you see, Lenny Williams, he's going to Temple. He's from Stowe Rocks. He's the WPIAL passing holder in yards at just some incredible numbers.
Lenny Williams with the quick
There it
pass
is, quick
to
pass.
number 4, Thaddeus Smith, who's able to get outside, gets close to the first down on the play, maybe a pickup of about 9 yards, close to 10.
Good start. That's a good start for him. They want to get Lenny some real good confidence early, short completions. Let him settle down and just kind of run things.
And PA did pick up the first down. Lenny under center now. He has Chase Edmonds as the deep back in the eye. Handoff to the first back through, which is number 23, Terry Swanson. Doesn't pick up much. That Maryland defense gets real stiff and stingy right there.
Well, Maryland's got nice linebackers. They've got Gillard Rashid. You can see him in there, number 4. He just runs to the ball. And also Anthony Jackson, number 19, out of Suitland. Jackson's one of those, he's got great speed, great instincts, and rolls to the football. They played for the state finals this year, and he's a big part of that defense.
And if you're playing against Steve Shifford, you better learn you better stop the trap, because that's what he tried to sneak his other tailback in there and hit it up inside, but Maryland won't have anything to do with it.
Williams in the shotgun. He rolls out. Quick pass, and it's dropped. Dropped on the play by number 4, Smith. He's not able to haul it in, but the defense seemed like it was there anyway.
It's a good throw, though. He's got to make that catch, get some confidence.
And here's the replay. You saw a quick, it seems like PA wants to get the ball in their playmakers' hands quickly.
They do. They want it to be simple, and they get these quarterbacks off to a good start and let everybody just get some confidence.
That Daniel Apu, number 42, out of Seneca Valley, he's big, rangy kid. You can see him down there on the right, got that hand up. He's going to put some pressure on that tackle. We'll see that matchup. Very nice. Look at him go out in the flat. He was almost there.
And Chase Edmonds gets the swing pass to the outside. He's able to pick up probably about 7 yards, which will still bring up probably close to its 4th down and about 4 yards. You see the replay.
See Apu?
Real nice block
there.
there
That kid,
from Delaney
he's
Hart.
a player now, Daniel Apu.
And Apu, that's a dangerous play. Apu almost he could take that to the distance.
He could go for 6. He's done it before. It wouldn't be the first time. But he's rangy, he's fast, he plays with motors on all the time.
Well, we talk about Julius being a kicker. He also can punt the ball. He's punting on the play. And back deep for Maryland is number 22.
Got to know where that football is now.
Josh
there you go.
Gatarik, and it will not be returned. Down by PA. Maryland will pick up the ball at about the 27-yard line. And again, both defenses seem to have set a little bit of a tone starting off on those first opening drive.
The kid Josh Gonteric, out of Ligonor, he runs he was their player. He's the man that took them to the state finals this year, play either side of the ball, a real leader in practice, one of them kids that you just hang your hat on. Maryland's got to come up here now and get to that midfield. You got to just play without that penalty they got earlier, and they'll be in good shape. Carter
under center. Motion
and
a quick handoff to number 3,
go.
Markel Dickerson, and he is gone. There you saw the
He
speed.
can run.
We talked about the speed of Maryland.
Well, that's what happens. Coach Van Duzen has done a great job at setting it up. You see him perimeter, trap, ball, and they make a living at it.
And Mark, where was the breakdown that you saw in that Pennsylvania defense?
Well, I think it's pretty.
Bang, right there on the backside. You see a big old tackle.
The nose guard runs
Falicelli,
upfield.
yeah.
When he runs upfield, he just got taken out, and they really didn't have to even block the 3 technique, and the guy just made a great play.
And I know
good blocking, good execution.
Exactly.
He's
You talked about track meet, and you saw speed at its premium with Dickerson taking the ball upfield, and he just burst into the open field for the touchdown.
And with that formation, there's really nobody in the middle of the field to handle that as far as the middle safety, so he's gone.
And Alex Patoka kicked through. Maryland 7, Pennsylvania 0. You're watching the Big 33 Digital Network. We'll be back.
Deep within you is a relentless drive. You come prepared. You come willing to work. You come to win. Discover the Performance Protein Bar made just for you. Come ready. 24 grams of protein, 5 grams of fiber, no sugar alcohols. One unbelievably awesome taste. Come ready. You don't quit, and neither should your bar. Come ready for the competitor in you.
It's here, whether you enjoy hunting or fishing, discovering history or cutting-edge technology.
It's here. From delicious chocolate to professional sports, wild roller coasters to endless shopping.
It's here. From fine dining to home-style cooking, exciting nightlife to small-town charm. Dauphin County has it all.
No surprise we were voted the 12th most livable region in the nation.
It's here. You should be here too.
And we're back. Maryland takes the lead early against Pennsylvania, 7-0. And Doug, you talked a little bit about the kicker. You have a little bit of tidbit about him.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's a special sort of kid. He weighs 155 pounds. He hung out all week long with the offensive linemen. It may take two of him to make one lineman. But that's the 70th extra point he's kicked this season alone. In the Baltimore Touchdown Club game, he kicked 5 field goals. Wow. That's a lot of kicking now, but it isn't new to him. And he can put that ball in the end zone. He's going to Salisbury University. He's going to be a business major. He's a smart kid, a great kid, just solid as a rock.
And we have number 6, Claiborne, number 24, Chase Edmonds, and number 22, Colin Janove backed to receive for PA.
Now, he booms that ball in the air for 155 pounds. It's out of the end zone, Mark. I told you. Oh, Mark, it went through the uprights.
Oh, through the uprights. Potoko's kick through the uprights. There will be no return, and it's a touchback. Pennsylvania will start off on its 20-yard line and see if they can equalize.
Coach Mark and I were talking ahead of time. That wind at your back, that's a huge factor. And, that just, being able to kick that ball out of the end zone to start last year, Pennsylvania just ran that ball back. I guess it would have been 110 yards for the opening thing. And having that ball go out of the end zone, start on the 20 now. Daniel Pooh's on one end of the thing, and we'll just see what Pennsylvania does.
Piles, the quarterback now, he comes back to pass. Looked like he wanted to pitch the ball, didn't get a chance, and there will he escape it? He's still up and running, still up, and then he gets tackled for a loss or a sack for a loss. There was a host, and I mean a host, of Maryland defenders there, led by number 4, Rashad Gillis, the linebacker, and they just bottled the quarterback in.
Well, the Pennsylvania running back just got there before the play started. I think everything was all a lot of miscommunication. That's an awful bad start, 1st and 10. This guy's got to settle down and get it going.
And that is a huge, huge loss for Pennsylvania, which puts them down at about their own 5-yard line coming out. Piles comes into the game. He'll start out in a shotgun formation, twins to the left, a tight end on the right. Piles is going to throw. Quick pass, number 4, Smith. Smith tries to get to the outside and is not able to get there. That Maryland defense, again, has tightened up, led by number 4, Rashad Gillis.
Well, Rashad's got that kind of speed. He's out of Northwest High School. The coaching staff there has done a great job. They played this year for the state finals. And the interesting thing is how quick those linebackers are. They just fly into the football. The defensive staff from Maryland, I can't say enough about them. Ryan Hines at Urbana, DeLon Parrish, who was a great player, coached again last year, and Mark Maceres. They have this defense tuned up, and they are playing.
Piles again will be in the shotgun formation. To the left of him will be number 23, Terry Swanson.
This is a huge play here. Huge. 3rd down, the way to go. They're going to lay it up. He's back. It's out in the flat.
Piles throws it past the number 7, almost complete. Delane Hart, but the ball is jarred loose by number 23, Anthony Chesley. And you talked about those defensive backs, especially the corners. They're pretty good size.
Well, they're really, really good players. Both those two kids playing corner. I think, too, that the Wood kid, one day you'll hear him playing on Sunday. I mean, he can really play. Both he and Chesney, they can roll. And they're tall, they're rangy, they're fast, and they're used to playing man coverage. And DeLon Parrish, who's the secondary coach for Maryland, probably one of the best young coaches in the country, is just done a great job as the head coach. But he's
Julius' punt is just, it's way out of bounds. And I'm trying to find out where are they going to spot this ball. This was not
9.
a good punt. Probably about the 9. The officials are still coming up. It looks like it'll be at about the 16-yard line. That's great field position for this Maryland team and this Maryland offense. Pennsylvania just seems like they're out of sync, Mark.
Well, they are. There's no doubt about it. They got into kicking into the wind, and the field position was pretty tough. And in that big play, and 1st and 10, they just can't go backwards like that. That's just not supposed to happen.
I'd be very surprised if Coach Van Duzen does anything but try and run this ball on a perimeter to the wide side of the field to start with. A little bit of motion guy. You'll see him hit the edge of it real quick here, just like that.
Jalen Jones at quarterback. Defense holds. Jalen gets away, at least temporarily gets away, but then he's brought down by number 17, Jawan Hill, that's able to give Pennsylvania some light, and a huge stop for PA, which backs him up about 10 yards from Maryland.
David Shaw made that play. He's going to the University of Maryland,
I'll tell you what, David Shaw really made that play.
Yeah.
Great job by Hill staying with it. This was huge. That's
Shaw
a huge
gets that
play.
penetration, and now, you look at this Maryland team, they get pushed back. Pennsylvania seems like they have some life.
Right.
Let's see Jalen Jones again at quarterback, flanked by number 25, Delonte Waters at running back. Behind him, in motion, Kevin Joppy. Handoff up the middle, testing that interior of that Pennsylvania defense, and they held.
Yeah, Carazola crashed down from the outside, did a nice job squeezing in, made a real nice play there.
I know, guys, we talked about the weather today, and we talked about a couple of days ago, Doug, you talked about how hot it was. Well,
Tuesday.
today it's cool, for these players.
Well, Mark and I were in Philadelphia on Tuesday visiting Temple with that new staff they've got, that new facility they've got down there. We were on the AstroTurf field down there. It was about 110 on the field.
It was hot.
But that Temple facility is just something special now. They did a great job with it.
And tonight we might need our coach tonight, Coach.
Jones under center.
Speed.
There it is. He's got him open.
He's passing. He's hitting
Yep,
as
he
he
got
threw
right
it.
in the corner.
Good
my
play.
Well defense by
Good
number
play.
2, Rashad Stewart gets his hand up there right at the end. Pass intended for Solomon Vault. Not able to pull it in. Good pass play, but I'll tell you what, number 11, Jalen Jones got rocked right when he threw the ball.
Rashad Stewart, Perkiomen Valley High School, right outside of Philadelphia, was by far one of the best athletes in District 1, and he just made a great play there.
So Pennsylvania, after the punt of Joey Julius that only went probably 10 yards, Pennsylvania's defense is able to hold, and we get to see a highlight for this game is the kickers. Number 14, Alex Potoko, will get a chance to kick this field goal.
Well, as I said, he kicked 5 the last time I saw him in an all-star game. That would probably make it number 6 right there. He's steady. Salisbury University, so lucky to get this kid.
And it's up and good, and Maryland 10, Pennsylvania 0. You're watching the Big 33 Digital Network. We'll be back.
And Pennsylvania 0.
After the game, head for Turkey Hill to refuel and experience the thrill of fuel savings victory. Save 3 cents per gallon every day with your Turkey Hill Rewards card, or save even more when you earn rewards points on your purchases at the Hill. Quench your thirst, pick up a meal or a snack, and save on your fuel with your rewards card. Score big savings now at Turkey Hill, a proud sponsor of the Big 33 Football Classic. Want to find out our closest store? Visit turkeyhillstores.com.
Well, we're back. Mark, Pennsylvania, both of you guys coached football, and both of you guys coached in championship games. Pennsylvania's down 10-0. As a coach, what is your thinking here early in this game?
Well, Pennsylvania just got to settle down. It's a long football game. The rules highlight the big play. They got off to a real bad start there with that second drive that they had. The first play, they went back 17 yards, for gosh sakes. And to be down 10-0 is actually a plus because they didn't score a touchdown that last time. So, defense did a nice job bowing their neck and only allowing a field goal. And for right now, that's a win.
Potoko, again, kicking for Maryland, back deep. Claiborne.
If he can put it in the end zone again, that's going to be huge because I'll tell you what, them Pennsylvania kids, they can return the football.
And it'll be Claiborne, and he won't, and it'll be another touchback.
That's huge.
So in the battle of the kickers right now, the Maryland kicker, seems to be having, and I know Julius hasn't had a lot of opportunities right now, but Potoko is really kicking well today. He gets a field goal, 2 touchbacks to start the game.
Coach Potoko hit 57 out of 58 point afters. He just hit the field goal. He hit that down there. 57 times out of 79 times, he's kicked it in the end zone.
That's
impressive. I mean, he's something special. But I'll tell you what, Maryland's looking down the barrel of a double-barrel shotgun. Pennsylvania can score points, and they can do it in a hurry.
And here's Williams in motion, Edmonds, and Edmonds will get the ball to try to get outside. He is not able to get outside. Defense
Maryland's
by Jamal Woodland. The cornerback comes up, makes a stop, and that'll be a 2-yard loss, Coach.
Watch how many red jerseys there are around that football. They're swarming. They've got to play that kind of defense. They got to be relentless. I heard Coach Parrish yelling on the field about being relentless at practice.
Are you guys surprised that maybe PA is not testing the middle of that defense as opposed to hitting the flanks where the speed of Maryland is?
Well, I think it's early too, Jerome. They're just trying to get a flavor for what what Maryland's just trying to do. They certainly have strength. Here's a shot.
And Williams, he fades back pass and he hits it. Number 7, Delane Hart gets the big play for Pennsylvania. Defense by number 23. Anthony Chesley ends up making the tackle and possibly a touchdown saving tackle, but a good throw, good catch by the offense.
Yeah, really good throw by Lenny Williams into the wind like that, giving him a chance to make it. Hart gets good leverage. Real nice.
He just outran him.
Real nice.
And a good pass. I mean, that was a very accurate throw.
And that's just really what Pennsylvania needed, just to kind of get on the other side of the 50 and get some positive yards and some confidence.
And again, you see number 3, Lenny Williams, shows he's a dual threat quarterback that really has shown his ability to throw the ball out of Stowe Rock. He's headed to Temple University. He's in the shotgun. He has trips to the right. Williams throws the ball, hits number 4, Smith. Smith tries to get up, and just a brilliant defensive play by Josh, number 22, and that's how a corner's supposed to play.
Well, when you talk about the strength of Maryland, a big part of it's just play of those corners. They really just get off the football and they play hard.
And Gontard gets off his block, and he actually makes the play, and it's a 1-yard loss for Pennsylvania.
And Thad Smith should have probably made that inside cut instead of bounce it out. That guy's out. His head was outside. He should have made that inside cut and got off field.
2nd down and 9 for Pennsylvania. Williams again in the shotgun.
Got a little tripped coverage here, Coach. Out to the left.
Trip to the left.
Hit it.
Hand off to Chase Edmonds. Chase goes off the right. There's a flag on the play, and this will probably come back, Coach.
I think I was a hold, but I'm not sure about that. I looked like a hold to me, but I'll tell you, what becomes important here is that 3rd down conversion. Now, Maryland's really got to just play up on their toes, keep pressure on. Pennsylvania's settling in and start to establish, as I said earlier, you're looking down the barrel of a shotgun there. Those guys can score at any time. You got some big players. Number 7 going back out on the field.
And like you said, it is a holding penalty which backs Pennsylvania up. Still 2nd down, but a long ways to go. Probably about 2nd and 20 for Pennsylvania.
They got 2 plays to get 20. Don't get too crazy now.
And I know some coaches, I mean, I guess that's probably the best decision. You got 2 plays to
well,
get 20
you got number 1 out there.
You
got number 1 out there, man-on-man coverage. He's in an island. You just got to be careful because they're going to try it with 1 down the middle of the field.
Williams back to throw. He's getting a little bit of pressure in his face. There you see his legs.
He
gets out. He has blockers in front of him. Williams gets upfield, and he's brought down. He gets more than half of the yards back on 1 play, athletic play there by the quarterback Williams.
Well, that's his strength. I mean, he certainly can use his legs. And made a real good decision not throwing that ball. And again, you can see here this guy's covered. Maryland did a great job. He avoided the first rush, followed the caravan. Now they're manageable. Now they're back down inside the 40.
And number 71, Gary Gross, the defensive tackle out of Douglas, he comes up and forces that whole thing, but he couldn't get Williams down.
And the kid Gillis Rashid out of Northwest, that linebacker, I told you he could run. He ran it down from behind. It was nice. They're trying to build a little wall
Williams
around
rolls
him.
Out. He has a guy open on the plate, and he drops it. Number 7, Delane Hart, is not able to pull it in, which would have gave Pennsylvania a touchdown on the play. And you heard the crowd, a big sigh over the Pennsylvania crowd after that pass was not able to be completed.
Great route, great throw.
That's one of the
Good
ones if you're
protections,
playing the high
nice
school.
job.
Yep. They'd have been striking up the band on that one when they coach.
Well, you know, what do we always teach? Catch at the highest point, right? He let it get down into his body, and just that split second, he took his eye off of it.
And you get a good look at Williams right there. Very compact, 5'11", 198-pound quarterback, going to Temple University next fall. He's put up some pretty good throws here.
He's also a good start. He's going to be okay.
You know, now you see that offensive line of Pennsylvania lined up, a defensive front of Maryland putting pressure on. See if they contain him, put the heat on.
Again, throws back, goes back to the receiver, and again, this time it was well defensed by number 23 for Maryland. That's Anthony Chesley makes the play, and that's, again, we highlight those cornerbacks for the Maryland team. None of them under 6 foot.
Well, you're going to
rolls right, and pumps it, and then throws it backside.
And it was just, you know, it's
Good
great.
coverage.
Everything was good. But,
Good coverage.
you know, Jamal Woodland, you got Chesley in there, and you got Woods. Those three guys, they're playing defensive back about as well as you can play it. They're covered those guys well. Has to be a perfect pass and has to be caught.
And there you have Hart, who he's from Martin Luther King High School, and he's going to Toledo. 10, Maryland, Pennsylvania 0. We'll be back after these messages. Big 33 Digital Networks.
It's here, whether you enjoy hunting or fishing, discovering history or cutting-edge technology.
It's here. From delicious chocolate to professional sports, wild roller coasters to endless shopping.
It's here. From fine dining to home-style cooking, exciting nightlife to small-town charm. Dauphin County has it all.
No surprise we were voted the 12th most livable region in the nation.
It's here. You should be here too.
I'm no stranger to concussions, so I know how vital it is to have the best care. Allegheny Health Network is utilizing new C3 Logix technology to revolutionize concussion diagnosis and treatment. It allows trainers to do baseline tests before play begins, document an injury immediately, and upload information to healthcare professionals. It's the most modern way to play it safe, even when you're playing all out. Learn more at ahn.org.
We're back. Maryland has the ball on about the 38-yard line, their own 38-yard line. Under center, number 11, Jalen Jones at quarterback. He's going to roll out to the left, and he throws the ball in the vicinity of number 25, Delonte Waters, but it just goes dead in the middle of the field with no reception.
Good coverage by Pennsylvania. All three guys were covered out of the backfield. That's tough with all that misdirection and staying with your man. They're just trying to get those rub routes, and Pennsylvania would have none of it. Again, Christian Lezer, he's a smart football player. He's going to Boston College, and he's a really good player.
Jalen Jones, you know, he was one of the kids that came in. The quarterback, Zach Abbey, out of Spalding High School, got hurt. They picked this young fella up, and he's going to head down. He's going to New Mexico. He's out of South River, but he's a gamer now. He'll get the ball moving.
And here's the defense for Pennsylvania: Hill, Swaggart, Shaw, Carazola, and Lezer. And then you have Franklin, Manischel, Genove, Amara, Feaster, and Burke for the Pennsylvania defensive starters. Number 11, that's Jalen Jones. He'll be back in the shotgun.
I think they might try Reggie White. He's out here at the outside. Interesting thing about Reggie, his dad, he coached him and played in the Big 33 game.
Jones rolls
he
left.
laid it up.
He lays
Reggie's
it up.
out there in front. He's got it.
Reggie
looked it
gets
in.
the catch on
He's
the
right
play.
there.
Beautiful pass play. Reggie gets the ball. Beautiful play. Defensed on the play for Pennsylvania by number 28, Brandon Feemster, but Feemster is not able to pull in the defensive play, and there's the replay. Coach, what
Reggie
happened?
had it from the start. He got him matched up, break him on the move right there. That's wonderful play by Jalen Jones. Look at him look that ball in, like Mark said, pulled it in at the last minute. His daddy played in the league, played in the NFL, was a lineman, and played in the Big 33 game for Maryland.
Pennsylvania was in that nickel rush group. They went upfield, and the quarterback just stepped up underneath it and had time to throw it. You got to stay in your lanes, PA.
Jones under center. He's going to hand off right into the teeth of the Pennsylvania defense, but Pennsylvania defense was ready on the play. This time by number 18, Curazola, the defensive end, comes up and makes the play.
Yeah, he's doing a nice job squeezing down. Both ends, they're very good players. They're both going to play that position in college. And that defensive inside group would have none of that inside trap this time, which is a good sign. So hopefully Maryland goes back to it. They're not going to get that inside play again.
Kid carrying the ball, Delonte Wooders is out of the eastern shore of Maryland, down right on the coast, and out of Parkside High School. He's had a great career in high school.
Brings up second down for Maryland. Jones again will
He's got
have
freedom.
a swing
He's
pass.
in the end zone.
Number
Coach.
8,
He's gone.
touchdown Kevin Joppy. Swing pass, no defenders in the area. Touchdown Maryland.
He's out of Quince Orchard High School. He's got great speed. He's done a lot of stuff all year long that was really good. You can't let him get free in space because he's got a motor.
They both came down and did a great job blocking his swing screen. And what a terrific job by the wideouts picking off those.
And coaches, it just looks like PA was just not ready. That was just a good play call.
Yeah.
PA was not ready for that at all.
And that corner, he's got to look outside in. He goes too far inside. He's got to see that extra man come.
Patoko for the kick, for the extra point.
The head coach from Maryland's calling the plays, Brian Van Dusen. His daddy was a football coach too, and Brian learned from about 5 years old.
And Pennsylvania is down 17-0. We'll be back. Big 33 Digital Network after these messages.
I'm no stranger to concussions, so I know how vital it is to have the best care. Allegheny Health Network is utilizing new C3 Logix technology to revolutionize concussion diagnosis and treatment. It allows trainers to do baseline tests before play begins, document an injury immediately, and upload information to healthcare professionals. It's the most modern way to play it safe, even when you're playing all out. Learn more at ahn.org.
After the game, head for Turkey Hill to refuel and experience the thrill of fuel savings victory. Save 3 cents per gallon every day with your Turkey Hill Rewards card, or save even more when you earn rewards points on your purchases at the Hill. Quench your thirst, pick up a meal or a snack, and save on your fuel with your rewards card. Score big savings now at Turkey Hill, a proud sponsor of the Big 33 Football Classic. Want to find out our closest store? Visit turkeyhillstores.com.
Maryland up on Pennsylvania 17-0 with 9:59 left in the second quarter. Back deep for Pennsylvania, number 6 Claiborne, number 24 Chase Edmonds, and number 22 Colin Genove again will try to get this Pennsylvania offense going. Coaches, we had a couple of big drops by this Pennsylvania receiving corps, which made things even more complicated, and then the punt definitely was a hurt piece for the Pennsylvania team.
And the key to all these games is get off to a good start to get that confidence and get that team. The last thing you want to do is have your back against the wall early and start second guessing things.
And this will be returned.
Let's see how the coverage is here. We got a pretty good breakdown.
Claiborne gets upfield, gets a pretty decent return, gets to about the 30-yard line, his own 31. So Pennsylvania will take over on downs and see if they can generate some kind of offense. It seems like some of the things they want to do, Coach, they have. It's just that they're not able to execute.
Well, you just got to make the plays. I mean, the pass protection's been solid, and you have to make that catch. And they've had 1 or 2 blocks that they needed to make that they weren't able to do, and Maryland's flying around.
And Mark Piles out of Lebanon will come in at quarterback.
Maryland's short a player.
Maryland's down a lineman somewhere. Something's
short
wrong
a player.
Piles will pitch it out.
Better get something here.
And a good run up the field for PA. And that, number 23, that is Terry Swanson, gets the pitch, gets about 8-9 yards on the play. Good first down play for PA.
He's from that famous program at Aliquippa High School, and numerous Division I players every year. They're always vying for the championship, and
I don't
Terry's
know where
terrific.
Stefan was the last play, Coach, but he was over on the sideline getting something done.
We got a good chance there. We got a good play, Coach. We needed it.
Piles hands off again to number 23. This time, Swanson is stacked up by that Maryland defense. That front 5 did a good job there. No gain on the play. Brings up about a 3rd and 1 for Pennsylvania. And we talked about the size of that Pennsylvania offensive line. They're able to get it. They granted the first down, so PA will get the first down on the play.
Logan Casey, Gary Gross, 67-71. They're playing.
This is Pennsylvania.
Great defensive line.
Doug, this is Pennsylvania's short yard. This is their big front, their big package. They've got clock, they've got Burke and they've got Carrizol over there in a power set. This is that formation I was telling you about.
Well, Powell's under center. We got the run formation with a lot of beef up front.
Yep. There you
Pitch
go.
to
Look at
number
that
23. Good defensive play. Even with that power, Pennsylvania didn't go straight ahead. They went to the outside and tested that speed.
Well, you can see
again.
Rasheed Gillis, number 4 in there from Maryland, out of Northwest High School. He's headed to Shepherd University in West Virginia. And Shepherd's got 2 or 3 kids in this game and make a living off of taking the really good Maryland players and mixing them in with West Virginia and Virginia players.
And that's Monty Cater, the head coach at Shepherd, and he's always putting together a very, very good team at a Division II level down there in West Virginia.
That's a great coach with some great assistants.
Excellent football.
Mark Piles again will be under center, number 23. Terry Swanson in the backfield, motion number 4, Thaddeus Smith. Handoff again, that Maryland defense, and they're swarming. It's hard to call names of who's on the tackle because they're all on the tackle.
Yeah, they've got them really playing. You got Casey Wakoko out of Eleanor Roosevelt. He's a tough kid. You've got
that was Jackson.
In
that
there.
was Jackson. 19. Jackson did a real nice job filling. The offensive lineman's not coming down inside and taking that middle linebacker out. He's filling up in there before we can get to him.
And that brings up about a 3rd down and 7 for Pennsylvania.
It's a
Piles,
key play here.
Again, key play for Pennsylvania, as Mark said. Piles will be in the shotgun, flanked by number 23, Swanson on the right side and trips to the right. Piles gets the ball. He'll roll out to the right. He's going to throw. Defense is there.
Here's where this kid's
and here's
trouble.
Piles. Piles takes off, breaks the tackle, gets to the outside, and he will pick up the first down on the play. Ran out of bounds by number 33, Jamal Woodland, makes the tackle, but Piles gets the first down.
That's the biggest worry that the Maryland defensive coaches had. You know, is this kid getting the ball pulled down, taking off, running with the ball? He had 35 open on there. You know, you got good coverage, but when he tucks that ball, he's gone.
Doug, both these quarterbacks are run-pass guys. So there's certainly that was a huge play for Pennsylvania. Getting that first down.
And
that was
Taylor
huge.
almost had the tackle on the play. Piles is under center this time. Trips to his right. Piles is going to pitch it out to the boundary to number 23, Swanson, and he doesn't get much. Again, test that speed. That speed for Maryland wins out.
Great support by the linebacker in the corners. The end got hooked there a little bit. They got to get a little bit more play off that end over there. They're struggling just a little bit with it.
I think Swanson just needs to be a little more patient, Doug. It was an inside cut. He just tried to hurry to the corner. There was nobody pressing it. Just relax.
Yeah. And that brings up a 2nd down for Pennsylvania on about their own 47-yard line. Or no, Maryland's 47-yard line. Piles will be back again in the shotgun. Twins to the right and the left.
Gary Gross, number 71, playing down in the inside for Maryland, just had a tough game. I mean, you're talking
Piles
about
drops dangerous throw, picked off by number 12. Josh Woods takes it the distance, a pick 6. There you go. Maryland scores, flips in the end zone, and that's a flag for excessive celebration.
Coach Van Dusen over there just went absolutely crazy over that little jump into the end zone. There's no place for that for him, I guarantee you. But happy as he is, yep.
Mark, tell me about this, the pass play here for Pennsylvania. Piles just lays this out there.
That's a long throw. I mean, gee, that's from one hash up to the numbers other side. And Woods, as good as he is, he baited it. And he just sat back there and then waited for the quarterback to make a decision, and he just reacted.
We talked about Josh Woods earlier. You look at 71 putting the pressure on, but Josh Woods is one of them kids going to play on Sunday. He understands the game. He reads the ball. He's got the speed. You know, he can accelerate, run. He's a big time player.
But like you said, it was a long throw, and those deep outs, they need to be on the rope.
Yeah, and it's a side a little bit earlier. I mean, that's a tough one.
Well, Capocco again will try for the extra point, and he gets it through.
Automatic now.
And Maryland just jumps out to a huge lead, 24-0. Big game. You're watching the Big 33 Digital Network. We'll be back after these messages.
When it comes to variety and convenience, kick off your shopping at Turkey Hill Mini Markets, your one-stop shop for fuel, fresh brewed coffee, ice-cold drinks, slushies, snacks, grab-and-go meals, and more. Score big fuel savings, 3 cents per gallon every day, or with your extra points, earn up to $1 per gallon with your Turkey Hill Rewards card. After the game, touch down at the Hill, your neighborhood Turkey Hill Mini Markets, a proud supporter of the Big 33 Football Classic. After the game, head for Turkey Hill to refuel and experience the thrill of fuel savings victory. Save 3 cents per gallon every day with your Turkey Hill Rewards card, or save even more when you earn rewards points on your purchases at the Hill. Quench your thirst, pick up a meal or a snack, and save on your fuel with your rewards card. Score big savings now at
It was a first down. So we'll see. You know, we've gone to a thing where he spread the ball over the field and throw it like crazy and do all kind of misdirection. You know, every once in a while it just comes to who's the man on 3rd and short, you know.
Well, there's no doubt. They have that heavy package, but they've got them spread out right now.
Well, that little quarterback, he makes stuff happen. So, I mean, it's one of the things that Maryland coaches were talking about earlier. Are you better to let him complete the ball or make him pull it back down? Because when he pulls it back down, all your coverage is blown everywhere up, and you're just trying to run him down from the backside.
And it looks like it's 2nd down, but in 10 yards to go. And that's where I was a little confused a little earlier.
I don't think they gave him the first down on the last play, but it really should have been.
It should have been.
Now
it's exactly.
Here we are.
And that's what I thought. I mean, it looked like it was beyond the pylon for first down territory, and then he marked it short. Then it went 4th, then it went 2nd. So it brings up a 2nd down and 10 for Pennsylvania. Number 3, Williams will be under center. This time Chase Edmonds in the backfield. Number 4, Smith goes in motion. Handoff to Edmonds, makes a quick move, gets to the outside. He darts, and he's going to get in the end zone. Touchdown, Chase Edmonds, Pennsylvania.
Chase actually cut outside the block. Maryland made a great play on the inside trap, but he actually bounced it outside. Their guy came squeezing. As you can see here, he cuts it outside, and that linebacker just kind of sucked up inside, and he made a nice bounce play. He's a very naturally gifted running back.
And he's going to Fordham University out of Central Dauphin East High School.
Pennsylvania needs a wing back. Need a wing. They're short a guy.
And PA looks like they're short a guy. They're going to get one out.
We're good.
And this will be Julius with the extra point attempt.
I think he's going to hit the roller coaster over in the park with this one.
And it's blocked by Maryland.
This is part of the rules. This is part of the rules.
This can be brought back.
This is part of the rules. Oh, what a good play.
Good saving tackle. Number 23, Anthony Chesley gets upfield, almost breaks it. Number 10, Christian Lezer
again,
able to make the saving tackle. And Pennsylvania does get on the board, however, 24-6 against Maryland.
What a good play by Lezer, hustling from the far wing. He's the last guy out there for the extra point. Here comes Lezer. He's on the right side. He comes all the way across the field.
And I think Josh Woods may have gotten a hand on it. He's the 6'3", so he has the height. Cornerback out of McDowell. He's going to Maryland. He may have gotten his paw up there to block that play. When you have 6'3", 6'4", 6'5" guys, you put them in the middle of that defense.
Tall, rangy, and fast. He's got all the skills, you know.
Way too much push allowed by Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania should have been much stouter. I think they just kind of allowed that. Maryland caught him off guard and got right in there.
Special teams have certainly been a part at the in every All-Star game, but at this point in time, Maryland special teams have been almost flawless in a sense, and Pennsylvania's had a little bit of trouble with there. So, it's one of the things. Possession time's becoming a factor in it. But just like you could see there, Pennsylvania's got talent, and it's a long football game left here. We're 5 minutes from the half. I'm telling you that it's going to be a barn burner at the end, mark my words.
And that's a good point. And I remember, Mark, when we were talking earlier, we were talking about the game and how the second half can be an explosion.
Well, the second half's always a different game in this game because everybody seems to kind of get their feet underneath them. But 24-6 that's a lot of numbers, and quite frankly, Maryland's outplaying.
Geared to try to make sure that there is ability to be point scored and keep the game close.
Correct, and quite frankly, you have a week to put together a whole offense and a whole defense. You spend time on special teams, but it's something that it's the one area that you probably could take a.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's why the re-kicking. I don't know if you remember the game last year where the exact opposite happened, and Pennsylvania blocked it, picked it up, took it for a touchdown last year.
Okay.
And what happens is now we're good because we have two coaches up here in the top, Kyle Schmidt, who played in Pennsylvania, and
George Shue.
and they're up
George
here, and
should.
they're on those rules. So if they had gone for a touchdown, they would have still called it back because there has to be a delay in there in the block. So
and that's why we have the experts up here, and Doug and Mark. If we don't know the rule, we're going to get the rule. And you came back in record time. I think you had it in about a couple of seconds.
We'll find out.
Yeah. Well, that's exactly what it'll be. Now, the only thing, every time you have an all-star game, and Maryland and Pennsylvania Coaches Associations have formed a real tight bond in here. Mark Schmidt from the state of Pennsylvania has been a big factor, and he's up here in the booth with us today and helping us establish a real strong relationship. So what we want to do is come up here and see a great football game, showcase our best high school players in both states, celebrate the game of football, and have a great afternoon.
Well, here we go. Julius will
Coach,
kick
we
again.
sure like you guys coming, but we're not too crazy about this 24-6 thing, pal. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Well, you know what?
We're a little ambushed right now, buddy. We got to settle down and get going.
Well, holding for Pennsylvania will be Smith. Julius will tee it up again for the extra point for PA, and we'll see if they can shore up that middle. Okay. This time, Julius's kick is up, and it's probably all the way into the parking lot. And Pennsylvania will go to 7 as opposed to 6. Maryland 24, Pennsylvania 7. We'll be back after these messages on the Big 33 Digital Network.
It's here, whether you enjoy hunting or fishing, discovering history or cutting-edge technology.
It's here. From delicious chocolate to professional sports, wild roller coasters to endless shopping.
It's here. From fine dining to home-style cooking, exciting nightlife to small-town charm. Dauphin County has it all.
No surprise we were voted the 12th most livable region in the nation.
It's here. You should be here too.
Summer's hot, and so are the savings at Sutliff Chevrolet.
Bigger selection, better prices, lower payments? We get it.
Get up to $8,600 in sizzling savings on your new Silverado. You're going to love your new Sutliff Chevy Cruze, and you're going to love your payment, $159 a month.
We have a Chevy for every need.
And a payment for every budget.
The road's all yours when you drive Equinox, now only $199 a month. It's the summer savings sizzler at Sutliff Chevrolet Harrisburg.
You're still the reason we put the key in the door.
The Big 33 Football Classic is brought to you by Dauphin County, proud supporter of the Big 33 Football Classic. Sutliff Chevrolet since 1931. Kron's Bars Come Ready Nutrition. Allegheny Health Network. Turkey Hill Mini Marts, proud sponsor of the Big 33 Scholarship Foundation's Pennsylvania and Maryland Cheerleaders Program. Eastern Alliance Insurance and the Maryland Football Coaches Association.
Capoco kicks off for Maryland, returned by Edmonds, and Edmonds, he explodes through the center, and he's starting to get going. And again, coaches, we saw Pennsylvania just scored. They kicked the extra point, and then Maryland kicks off again. Doug, can you talk a little bit about why that's the case for our fans at home?
In all-star rules, they design a lot of time to keep the game really exciting. And so what happens if you get down by 2 touchdowns, then what happens, it reverts back and you go back to the kickoff again. So that's why Maryland had to kick off twice in a row. It might seem like it's not quite fair. Last year when the game was out of bounds because Pennsylvania was whacking Maryland pretty good, it helped Maryland get back in the game and make a game of it. And that's what we're looking for here because the kids have 1 week of practice. It's hard to get it all done right.
Piles back to pass for Pennsylvania. He throws the ball to Edmonds. Edmonds does catch the ball, tackled, upended by number 12, Josh Woods, but Edmonds is able to hang on, and we're starting to see a little bit of the Chase Edmonds show a little bit.
Well, that was a great timing throw by Mark Piles, and Chase came out of the backfield. As you can see here, he comes out of the backfield, and the linebacker's running with him, and he makes a heck of a catch. Woods comes off his coverage and makes a heck of a hit, and we still hang on to the ball. What a great play.
And that's Sammer,
yep.
Manna, the linebacker on the coverage out of Northwest, was not able to keep up with Edmonds. And we have Piles again in the shotgun, trips to his left. He'll roll out to his left. He'll throw it quickly to number 4, another drop ball, this time to Smith. Is not able to pull the ball in. That's probably the 4th drop for PA.
That ball is thrown a little bit behind him, though. It's a tough catch, but you got to make that play.
Especially with the sunlight in your face over there.
You do.
And that's what we keep seeing.
We
can see the sun is on that side, and he's looking this way. It could have been a sun right in his face.
He has to come back across his body. That throw's got to be a little further outside.
That'll bring up
catch right there.
Second down, pitch and catch drop, 2nd down and 10 for Pennsylvania. Piles will remain in at quarterback. This time he will be in the shotgun formation, flanked by number 23, Terry Swanson. In motion, number 4, Smith. Piles, slight roll to his right. He's going to throw back the other way. Backside post to number 7. Good coverage on the play, but Hart is not able to pull it in. And number 23, Chesley, again, is on the defense.
I'll tell you, that kid Logan Casey for the Maryland team, he's going to shepherd also. He's about 6'1". They said he's a little bit short. I think he thinks he's 6'5", by the way he's playing. Nobody told him he's 6'1", because, I mean, he's coming off that football. He plays for one of the great programs in the state of Maryland, Middletown High School. The new coach at Towson, Rob Ambrose, he was from Middletown, and the big old offensive tackle, Falcinelli, who's done a great job here today, are out of that Middletown Knights program.
Piles again in the shotgun formation. Williams in motion. Piles is going to throw. He throws the screenplay to Edmonds. Edmonds almost gets away with it, but a good defensive effort. Stopped finally by Apu, who's able to come up and make the defensive play.
Watch 71, Gary Gross. Watch the pressure that child puts on. That's athletic for a big boy. He's going up to Nassau Community College, and his coach is on the sideline over there coaching the secondary, so he's got him playing. But Gross was all that and chips too.
PA had a tackle in position. He had to make that block. He did a good job slipping that block and making that play.
And it looks like
otherwise, it could have been out the gate.
Exactly. They're going to give Julius an opportunity to boot this through.
What do you think, Mark?
I think he's going to make it.
All right.
He's going to pump up the whole team.
It's a long kick.
Nope.
Looks like he will not make it. It's going to be wide left for Pennsylvania. That means Maryland will take over on downs.
Well, I'll tell you, J.C. Pinckney's on the sideline over there, just proud as that kid 71 who's yelling at him coming off the field. He's his player, you know, and you come to a game as a coach and your player's player, you hope he plays as well as he can play.
There's no doubt about that.
And we know that Julius has been able to hit kicks of that distance before, probably in the 40 range. He was able to do that.
It's 3:37. They've got time to go the distance on it. Let's see who's they've got in at quarterback.
Pennsylvania's got their speed end in there, Jared Falks.
And
he's
this
out
time,
of Susquehanna High School. He's fast. He's a very fast defensive end.
Carter will be in at quarterback. Carter hands off to number 3, Dickerson. He's not able to get outside. Holding that end is number 18, Carazola. Is able to make the play out of the Neshaminy. He's going to University of Connecticut, Mark.
He did a real nice job staying home. I'm proud of him. And good play. Do a nice job stopping it up inside. He keeps leverage, just stays with it, getting late support.
Markel tried to make something out of nothing.
Bottled up the middle.
Carter back to pass. It looked like we're going to have some flags for possibly the Maryland.
And Carazola moves inside too.
You know, the football built some great relationship. His coach was talking about the young fellow, Trey Clock, out of Lower Dolphin. His uncle played at Bloomsburg High School. Kenny Clock was a, sort of an All-American there. He's in their Hall of Fame, and he came down.
Back in the shotgun, he's going to throw, and no, he's not. He's actually going to take off and let that athleticism play, and a good defensive play by number 9, Tyler Burke makes the play out of Coltsville, PA, headed to Maryland.
Tyler really did a great job there. He saved our bacon because this guy was off to the races if he didn't make that tackle.
The two of them will be playing not side by side next.
Carter, you look at him. He's a really good-looking, quarterback at 6'2", 185 pounds. So he has the height, has a little bit of that athleticism that you need in that dual threat quarterback. He's under center now. He's going to pass, pump fakes. Defense is there, but beautiful ball to number 10. That Solomon Vault makes the catch on the play. Defense by number 22, Colin Genove. But again, Maryland strikes. And we talked about the defense and we talked about the rules. As far as the secondary is concerned, what kind of defense can you play in the secondary?
All man.
Straight man. So you got that guy. But the key there, Pennsylvania had a guy come clean and he missed the tackle on the quarterback, and the quarterback stepped up again and made a really nice play.
So it's man-to-man, mano-y-mano on the front end on the line and man-to-man in the back. And again, a pass
Reggie
play.
White just overthrown.
And it's overthrown to Reggie White, not able to pull it in.
That's nice coverage by Genove. That's good job.
Great coverage out there.
Real good.
Genove is getting tested a lot, but he's making some good plays back there. Carter's airing it out.
Solomon Vault, not in this play, but before made the big play. Craig Kephart, when we were selecting the team, the coach down at Gaithersburg said, listen, you take Vault, he can catch the ball, he can run the ball, he can play defensive. Anything you need, you go get him. Now,
Collins coach Coach Greg Botta. He's on the staff here. So I'm sure he's real happy he made that play. He's at Franklin Regionals.
Maryland's second down and 10. Back to pass.
Busted play.
Again, number 2 Carter overthrows number 85. Michael Till is not able to pull it in. 6'6", 255 pounds out of Wise, and he's headed to North Carolina State.
Good coverage again.
he's also the punter. Shows you how athletic he is. He won the state championship for Wise last year, jumping up in the end zone and pulling down a great play. But we haven't talked a lot about it. Maryland's offensive line has really given the quarterback a lot of time to throw the ball. And so he could stay back in there, had some time to throw, and did a nice job. But across the front, they're really playing well.
And you've talked about it in the pregame that this is probably
That's
one
a
of
huge
Maryland's strengths is this offensive line.
It is. You
Again,
can see now. Look,
Carter back to pass. The defense, good defensive play. And I don't know, what are they going to call?
Simultaneous catch.
And they're going to call it a catch by the offense.
Yep, simultaneous.
And Pennsylvania is not liking that deal.
No, but it is, both of them.
But Reggie White comes in and takes the ball away, and they call it a catch.
Patrick Amara was in great position to make that play happen. He just got it.
Should have knocked her away.
Yeah, he should have. Gee whiz, the heck with the interception. Knock it away.
Carter again under center.
Here it comes.
And there's a reverse, but well defense by number 18. Look, Luke Carazola makes the play, gets the early penetration, and it'll back Maryland up.
Those defensive ends have had good games.
He's doing a good
Mark.
job. He really
Look at that play right
Proud
there.
of
Just slipped off of him. Yep.
He also had some help there.
Well.
By number 19, Nico Thorpe also is around the play out of Pittsburgh Central Catholic.
Nico Thorpe is a sawed-off middle linebacker. If he was 6'4", he'd have all the colleges in the world recruiting him, but he's going to Fordham, great school. He's a Pittsburgh Central Catholic guy, and he's played the state championship here for Pittsburgh Central Catholic, and is a marvelous football player. He did a real nice job inside out, filling, and it bounced it right out to Carazola, who was sitting at home and made the play.
Well, look at the Fordham team. Fordham College University is able to have 2 players on the Big 33. He'll be joining Chase Edmonds next fall as well.
Yeah. Well, the first day of practice, it was real hot, and it went 3 days, and Nico cramped up pretty heavy, needed some fluids and a night in the hospital, so they've been kind of careful with him. But they loved what they saw on Monday, and he really, first day back was Thursday, so they're easing him into this game, but you're going to see more of him in the second half.
Mark, take a look at 73 and 76 together, Falicelli and Levi Lloyd.
Oh, boy.
I mean, that's as I said, it's one of the best offensive lines Maryland's brought up here since 1992.
Carter back to pass. Carter's going to lay it out there, and it's caught by number 85. Till brings it in, but he drops it, and it's fumbled out of bounds. Pennsylvania had a good opportunity. Let's see, the officials are going to talk about it, and they're going to call it
touchdown.
That is no touchdown.
What a smart play by that. Who was in coverage there? He put his hand out to go. Let go of the ball.
Beautiful.
Good hustle by Pennsylvania. Great catch by that young man, but he just has to put it away.
Good throw, throws it up there, lets his player get a jump ball. Till gets it.
Good hustle.
And it's a great hustle play by number 10, Christian Lezer.
Again,
we're calling his name a lot, Coach.
Wow, he's really, what a hustle, what a smart play that was. Just terrific.
And that'll turn it over on downs, and PA will get the ball. 44.4 seconds left until the half for PA. So PA wants to put their athletes out there and see if they can score quickly here and get on the board again.
He stripped it and recovered it, Doug.
Yeah, well,
nice
he's a big-time player. He's a good athlete. I wish we had a little pay-per-view thing where we watch the line. If you watch that kid 76, I just watched him. That was a war between he and that Pennsylvania kid.
They're
on
getting
that
after.
pass
Well, that was that nickel front. I told you that Pennsylvania's going to get in on third down.
They better cover them 4 verticals because they're going to lay it up. No, great
Liddy Williams
pressure.
is back to pass. He eludes a
Great
rusher.
time.
He's kind of directing his offense, and he'll go down by number 15. Casey Wakocha makes the play on the defense and gets the sack.
Casey's headed to West Virginia. He can step as a linebacker. They got great speed. Tavon Austin, the West Virginia's great player, came out of Baltimore and played for a friend of mine, Ben Eaton, down at Dunbar High School. And This gets the same kind of explosive
I'm no
player.
stranger to
Just
concussion,
has to be a linebacker.
so I know how vital it is
He'll
to
make a
have the
name for
best
himself
care.
at West Virginia.
Williams again under center. He's going to hand it off straight
Whoa!
up the gut by number 23. Terry Swanson gets a lot of yards, but that'll be the end of the half. But a good play, but not enough to get a touchdown. That'll be the end of the half for PA. Maryland is up 24-7. We'll go to break. We'll come back and talk a little bit more about the game. You're watching the Big 33 Digital Network.
I'm no stranger to concussions, so I know how vital it is to have the best care. Allegheny Health Network is utilizing new C3 Logix technology to revolutionize concussion diagnosis and treatment. It allows trainers to do baseline tests before play begins, document an injury immediately, and upload information to healthcare professionals. It's the most modern way to play it safe, even when you're playing all out. Learn more at ahn.org.
It's here, whether you enjoy hunting or fishing, discovering history or cutting-edge technology.
It's here. From delicious chocolate to professional sports, wild roller coasters to endless shopping.
It's here. From fine dining to home-style cooking, exciting nightlife to small-town charm. Dauphin County has it all.
No surprise we were voted the 12th most livable region in the nation.
It's here. You should be here too.
Summer's hot, and so are the savings at Sutliff Chevrolet.
Bigger selection, better prices, lower payments? We get it.
Get up to $8,600 in sizzling savings on your new Silverado. You're going to love your new Sutliff Chevy Cruze, and you're going to love your payment, $159 a month.
We have a Chevy for every need.
And a payment for every budget.
The road's all yours when you drive Equinox, now only $199 a month. It's the Summer Savings Sizzler at Sutliff Chevrolet Harrisburg.
You're still the reason we put the key in the door.
When it comes to variety and convenience, kick off your shopping at Turkey Hill Mini Markets, your one-stop shop for fuel, fresh brewed coffee, ice-cold drinks, slushies, snacks, grab-and-go meals, and more. Score big fuel savings, 3 cents per gallon every day, or with your extra points, earn up to $1 per gallon with your Turkey Hill Rewards card. After the game, touch down at the Hill, your neighborhood Turkey Hill Mini Markets, a proud supporter of the Big 33 Football Classic.
Good evening. I am Mike Boguski, President of Eastern Alliance Group. On behalf of all of us at Eastern, we are extremely pleased to sponsor the 2014 Big 33 Classic Host Family Awards and proud to be a corporate sponsor of the game since 2000. Although I cannot be with you this evening, I wanted to take a minute to express our gratitude to this year's host families. The host family program is one of the unique experiences available to Big 33 players and the families in our community. Our family had the honor of hosting Big 33 players for 12 years, and the relationships that are established continue to be deep, meaningful, and valued. Your dedication and commitment as a host family is special and greatly appreciated by the Big 33. Thank you to all the 2014 host families for all that you do.
The Big 33 Football Classic is brought to you by Dauphin County, proud supporter of the Big 33 Football Classic. Sutliff Chevrolet since 1931. Kron's Bars Come Ready Nutrition. Allegheny Health Network. Turkey Hill Mini Marts, proud sponsor of the Big 33 Scholarship Foundation's Pennsylvania and Maryland Cheerleaders Program. Eastern Alliance Insurance and the Maryland Football Coaches Association.
no stranger to concussions, so I know how vital it
All that happened in 1 week's time. Your 2014 Turkey Hill Big 33 cheerleaders and our cheer buddies, great job. Ladies and gentlemen, it's called the Big 33 Scholarship Foundation for a reason, because they do provide scholarships. And coming onto the field, some of the students who have received scholarships from Big 33. Big 33 has a little year to year more than one scholarship. Some of those students who worked so hard for their career and are fortunate to receive scholarships from the Big 33 Scholarship Foundation. At this time, we'd like to recognize those students who are more with us tonight. Recipients of the Big 33 Scholarship are the Big 33. Congratulations, thank you. Amani Woodyard. Brittany Smell. John Pratt. Jayla Burlow. Catherine Hoffman. Ivy Christiana. Lindsay Renfrew. Melanie Pizarro. Phoenix Contact. Scholarship winner. Jessica Kowski. Ivan Hernandez. All foundation scholarship winner. Jayla Burlow. Team sponsor, CMC scholarship winner. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2014
The Big 33 Football Classic is brought to you by Dauphin County, proud supporter of the Big 33 Football Classic. Sutliff Chevrolet since 1931. Kron's Bars Come Ready Nutrition. Allegheny Health Network. Turkey Hill Mini Marts, proud sponsor of the Big 33 Scholarship Foundation's Pennsylvania and Maryland Cheerleaders Program. Eastern Alliance Insurance and the Maryland Football Coaches Association. The Big 33 Football Classic is brought.
Ladies and gentlemen, a big part of the Big 33 is the host families. All of these players stay with the host family. They welcome into their homes. They welcome into their hearts. It's like we like to honor a long line of this family. First of all, our five here host family. Thank you. Richard and Stincy Todd. Mitchell and Cindy May. Todd and Beth Murphy. Gary and Beth Johnson. Chris and Kelly Pia. Serving as host families for 20 years. Rob and Linda Rosenblatt. And special thanks to our pioneers, 30-year host families, Glenn and Natalie Treese. Being honored by Honorary Chairman Marcus Colston, along with Executive Director of the Big 33, Dave Trevor. Ladies and gentlemen, we couldn't do it without these host families. If you are interested in being a host family, please contact the Big 33 for more information. Much like the Big 33 football program, Big 26 is a triumph throughout the state of Pennsylvania. Congratulations to the Big 26 team members, Jeffrey Ostrowski, Tommy Back, Julian Murray, Marcus Gray, Colin Brown, Tanner Miller, Kevin Murray, and John Peterson, members of the 2014 Big 26. And once again, mark your calendar, July 18th, 19th, and 20th, Metro Bank Art Stadium in Harrisburg. Ben Homer, Donald Knox, Jimmy Marks, Andrew Nichols, Kaiser Terry. We also have with us Shane Cockrell, Marcus Colston receiving his Big 33 alumni ring. Welcome back, alumni. Congratulations on your selection. Congratulations on your career since your time with the Big 33. Big 32, we'd like to thank Eastern Insurance.
I'm no stranger to concussions, so I know how vital it is to have the best care. Allegheny Health Network is utilizing new C3 Logix technology to revolutionize concussion diagnosis and treatment. It allows trainers to do baseline tests before play begins, document an injury immediately, and upload information to healthcare professionals. It's the most modern way to play it safe, even when you're playing all out. Learn more at ahn.org.
It's here, whether you enjoy hunting or fishing, discovering history or cutting-edge technology.
It's here. From delicious chocolate to professional sports, wild roller coasters to endless shopping.
It's here. From fine dining to home-style cooking, exciting nightlife to small-town charm. Dauphin County has it all.
No surprise we were voted the 12th most livable region in the nation.
It's here. You should be here too.
Summer's hot, and so are the savings at Sutliff Chevrolet.
Bigger selection, better prices, lower payments? We get it.
Get up to $8,600 in sizzling savings on your new Silverado. You're going to love your new Sutliff Chevy Cruze, and you're going to love your payment, $159 a month.
We have a Chevy for every need.
And a payment for every budget.
The road's all yours when you drive Equinox, now only $199 a month. It's the Summer Savings Sizzler at Sutliff Chevrolet Harrisburg.
You're still the reason we put the key in the door.
After the game, head for Turkey Hill to refuel and experience the thrill of fuel savings victory. Save 3 cents per gallon every day with your Turkey Hill Rewards card, or save even more when you earn rewards points on your purchases at the Hill. Quench your thirst, pick up a meal or a snack, and save on your fuel with your rewards card. Score big savings now at Turkey Hill, a proud sponsor of the Big 33 Football Classic. Want to find out our closest store? Visit turkeyhillstores.com. The Big 33 Football Classic is brought to you by Dauphin County, proud supporter of the Big 33 Football Classic. Sutliff Chevrolet since 1931. Kron's Bars Come Ready Nutrition. Allegheny Health Network. Turkey Hill Mini Marts, proud sponsor of the Big 33 Scholarship Foundation's Pennsylvania and Maryland Cheerleaders Program. Eastern Alliance Insurance, and the Maryland Football Coaches Association.
Is up 24-7, and we'll go straight to the highlights. Doug, we'll start with Maryland first. There you go.
Well, you're seeing a situation here where you just got pure speed. It breaks loose. We had great block by the offensive line coming in. We said that what happened is that offensive line had to be able to control Pennsylvania's rush, be able to trap them all. The special team, there's Alex kicking that one through. I think, Alex just had a great game. You get out on the perimeter, you play throw and catch, you just get a mismatch somewhere. So it's been, you can see the pressure. Probably, if anything, the defense from Maryland has just been outstanding. We talked before the game about a kid that could play in the NFL. What puts you next level? Now, that play right there will haunt him as he gets older, but kids do that.
And here we go at PA.
Bouncing that inside play outside. Maryland did a nice job squeezing. He stayed square, made a bounce, and tried to get Pennsylvania back into the game here. We just got the three issues that you put up on the screen about what was important for Pennsylvania. Jerome, they're all biting us right now in the rear end. I mean, we're not getting pressure on that quarterback, and we came off to a tough start. And our kicker, he's only had one shot. So hopefully we can get off a good start here on this kick return.
All right, there you have it from the experts up top. Pennsylvania is down 24-7 to this Maryland team that has come out on both sides of the ball and have just played, very intense football. And Doug, you've talked about it, that speed. We've seen the speed of this Maryland team.
And they had to play with just passion, and they've done that, and they've been relentless on their pursuit. So another nice kickoff, nice and deep. See how they break down and get the coverage. So.
And this will be returned by Claiborne. He'll get upfield, able to slip a block, but then a host of Maryland defenders are able to make the play, and that'll be first down for Maryland or for Pennsylvania on their own 26, 27-yard line, moving out to see if they can get something generated on offense against this tough Maryland defense.
Well, I mean, Maryland kicked off with the wind. I'm still trying to figure out that opening game, that opening play, aren't you, Doug? I mean, that we kicked off into the wind to Maryland.
I think what happened.
We got to take advantage now.
When they made the thing, the kicker made a mistake on what he wanted,
right.
And then Maryland got to choose the end of the field.
And you got Lenny Williams in a double tight set. Good. He's going to roll right, gets the ball out of his hands very, very quickly into the hands of number 4, Thaddeus Smith, for a very short gain, about 3.5 yards.
They've moved Trey Clock at one tight end, and Alex Bloom from Ligonier Valley out in Pittsburgh. He's going to UConn. He's the other tight end. He's a big, tall guy too, and so they're trying to get some protection up front and buy time to get this. Give Lenny some time to settle down. Hopefully, good 2nd and 5.
Apu and Taylor, 42 and 35, have really helped control the perimeter. You've got great play out of Casey inside, and Jamal Woodland's just stepped up and played. There's the corner right
Williams
there.
will pitch it out to Edmonds. Edmonds gets a block. Good tackle on the play by number 12, Josh Woods. But if that was a touchdown-saving tackle, it looked like Edmonds had a lot of real estate in front of him.
Doug, the adjustment is they put Clock at tight end, and he's getting the Clock's getting the best of this defensive end right here. He just knocks him off the ball and really creates that seam. He's a good football player, and he's great on both ends.
He's a big boy.
He's a real big boy.
And he's right down the road at Lower Dauphin High School. He'll be headed to Georgia Tech in the fall. 6'4", 265
little different look
pounds.
to the other side, Coach.
Yeah, they got a little power set here.
And there is Williams.
Taylor.
Williams under center. He'll pitch it the other way to Chase
Good
Edmonds.
cut.
And you see Edmonds do his jump cut, and he's able to get upfield a little bit. And Coach, would you say that Pennsylvania wants to try to establish a running game? Sometimes quiet in the game, get a rhythm, establishing a running game will do that.
Well, the advantage that Pennsylvania has is they're big up front. Maryland's active. They just got to get hat on hat here and start knocking people off the football and just kind of settle down. There's a lot of football left in this game, and this is a big drive for them, and they're into the wind. They got double tight. They're stretching these guys out a little bit, and they're trying to find some seams.
Williams again in the shotgun. Edmonds to the right.
That kid Avery Taylor, 35, was
Williams overthrows number 87, Alec Bloom, the tight end, the big tight end out of Lenore Valley. He's University of Connecticut, 6'7", 245, and just overthrown.
That's a play.
Big target.
He was wide open too. He did a nice job on a drag, and got to make that throw. Tough one.
That'll bring up a third down for this Pennsylvania team, 3rd and about 7. And again, you talked about Trey Clock playing that tight end position and really as a blocker being able to seal that edge. There's only 34 guys on each team, so you're going to have some guys that are going to play both ways a little bit.
But
you're seeing that a little
you and I both know, Jerome, most of these guys played both ways on their team, so they're used to it.
Williams again is going to throw.
Good catch.
Good catch. Pitch and catch to Thaddeus Smith, and they're going to call it out of bounds that he did not get a foot in, which will bring up 4th down for Pennsylvania.
I'll tell you, the linebackers, their coverage on the pass, the readjustment they make have been outstanding. But, still, I think really the key for Maryland defensively has been this consistent play of the 2 defensive ends. Apu's just been there every play, and we haven't said a lot about Avery Taylor out of Gaithersburg. With 35, if you watch him, he's really been holding down the perimeter.
And it's Julius will be back to punt again, and he definitely wants to make amends from the last punt he had.
Okay.
And this is a booming punt and it'll be fair caught by number 8, Kevin Joppy. Good punt by Julius.
I think it's important too, Jerome. Joe Julius is an excellent kicker, but he was not the punter. They had an excellent punter on their team, and Joe got thrown into duty here. Big 33, you only bring in one guy, usually the place kicker, and hopefully he can punt. Well, obviously he can, but you know, having that timing and consistency is hard. He hit a good one that time, so we need him to do that the rest of this half to get us back in this game. This is a big drive.
Yeah,
Pennsylvania's got to hold up in here.
And Maryland will take over on downs at about the 11-yard line. In at quarterback for Maryland will be Carter.
Different look here this time, trying to get out on the perimeter.
Right. And Carter's going to run the ball, get to the outside, but good side tackle by number 28, Brandon Feemster, comes up, makes the play. It looks like the quarterback had a lot of real estate in front of him, and Feemster comes up and shuts down that door.
Doug, this guy Feemster, he's 17 years old right now. He's going to 13th grade. He has some low-level interest from some 1AAs and low Division I's. He's going to take an extra year of prep school. He's an excellent student. He's just going to take an extra year to get a year older. He's already had people inquiring as to where he's going. He plays at Downingtown East High School. He played corner there, and he's really doing a heck of a job.
They got a long tradition. You know,
yes,
the difference between being 17 and 19 is night and day, you know?
No doubt.
It's just huge difference.
Yep. Carter hands off to number 8,
nice
Dale. Duels.
Oh, boy.
Dude gets to the outside.
Perimeter.
The defense shuts down the perimeter, and you see Pennsylvania, the intensity on defense, does what they need to do.
Carazol did a nice job on that. So did Lezer. The corner did a super job. Feemster set the edge. Real nice play here. Watch another set the edge. Keeping that leverage. Keep fighting. Great job. Both these guys clean up. And
those corners
Felix
really
Manischel did a real nice job coming off of his block too. So
and check that
good
was Joppy on the run to the outside.
Good perimeter
and that'll
coverage.
bring up a third down and about 11 for this Maryland team.
Need a big play. He's got time to throw it.
Carter will throw it up. Ooh, almost picked off, but there's going to be a flag on the play.
I think.
It's got to be on offense, Doug.
I would think it was on offense, Coach, but I'm not sure.
Well, we have offense on one side, we have defense on the other. Let the official call it.
Striped shirts.
If not, it's a come on man call now.
Well, you know what? They have, as I said, officials from both Maryland and Pennsylvania here to even it up. That way you can boo it either side. You're not prejudiced, you know? That's a tough job being an official, but that call was pretty easy to make.
That big rascal, he wanted to get body position.
Well, it looks like the officials are going to talk about it.
That's a real good defensive stand for Pennsylvania. That's a good job.
And we'll look at the replay. We can argue this until we're blue in the face.
Yeah. But it would have been great.
I mean, I think both
if Patrick Amar makes that catch, boy, that would have been great.
Both guys seem to get their hands on each other, but it'll bring up a fourth down for Maryland.
Okay. The big rascal's got to make up for it now. He's going to punt.
Yep. He can hang him up in the air now. He's got a little leg on him.
Holy. Ooh.
And that's Till.
Oh, no.
He's going to punt, and he's going to shank that.
Okay.
And that'll probably be out around the 35-yard line, his own 35, which means PA will have excellent field position.
There are two plays he'd like back, Coach Duval.
There were two plays that Mike and Till would like back. Now, last night we had a little an event where we celebrated the whole Big 33 game. Micah spoke for the Maryland team, and I thought he just did a very impressive job.
He did.
Well, I'll tell you what, you have Julius on one side that's doing the kicking duties and the punting duties. He had a one shank, and we had Till that comes down. He has a shank too. Both give up good field position. PA is in a good position right now to try to see if they can get some points on the board, sitting on their own on Maryland's 25-yard line.
Well, they got a field goal kicker that can kick. They're in a power formation right now. They got the field spread a little bit to the wide side. Quarterback's got, he's trying to get him in there. He's going to throw it a little step
Piles,
screen.
quick pass, and they're going to do a double pass, and it's underthrown by number 2, Stewart, and it's picked off by number 12, Josh Woods.
I'll tell you what, Woods had a big game here tonight. Holy moly.
He did, but I'll tell you what, that was an underthrown ball. I think it looks like the receiver was open, but this was definitely underthrown by Stewart. Picked off.
That's very untypical Pennsylvania football right there because, in the old days, they take that ball on the 35. I can see George Curry now. You better buckle them up because we're coming right at you for about 4 plays in a row. We need to get 10 yards in 4 plays, and here we go.
Well, Coach, Steve
the drive before was very productive.
Right.
You won't sit up. You hate to be the guy questioning the call, but first down, take a shot at him, see what happens.
What do you think Schiffer was thinking on that
Well,
play?
he wants to make the big play, and I see it. He wants to get the motivation going, and
I'll tell you what, that quarterback not being able to throw the ball isn't the worst thing right now.
Jalen Jones takes the ball up the field as a quarterback, and you talk about both teams have dual threat quarterbacks. He's able to get about 7 yards on the play.
He's out of South River High School, little school down near Annapolis, Maryland. He's got good speed. He really is as much of a running back. He played a little bit of both. He and the quarterback, Antoine Carter. Carter really is going to Maryland as a cornerback, not a quarterback.
And that jet sweep motion, Doug, the backside of Pennsylvania's defense really has to be smart.
Oh, yeah.
Squeeze and such. Because that guy, one missed block there, and he's off the races.
Jones is under center.
Fumble.
The ball's on the carpet. Looks like PA will pick it up. And on the recover is number 19. That's Nico Thorpe, is able to pick up the ball and give Pennsylvania exactly what they needed defensively.
Inside out. Nice job on that play. Fumble. I don't think he ever had it, did he, Doug?
No, he didn't have it.
Nico Thorpe's going to play a lot in the second half. They wanted to test him in the first half because of his being hospitalized for the cramps. And he looks like he's ready to go right now. He's a difference maker. That gives them a lot of strength.
Piles will remain at quarterback. And then you see Big Clock coming in. He's going to line up with the double tight.
They got to widen that out just a little bit to this side with Apu. He can't get locked inside by Clock.
Piles fades back.
Nice.
7-step drop. He's getting pressure. Holds on the ball. He gets away with it. And there we see that mobility of Piles. Good block thrown by number 87, Alec Bloom, which springs the quarterback Piles for even additional yards. And he's going to be close to a first down, gentlemen.
He is tough to keep in the pocket. If you watch Apu play on this replay, watch the kid 42. He's played as well as you play. Pulls up, holds, checks it inside.
And Piles did a real nice job not forcing that throw because there was no one open. Maryland had good coverage.
Piles, the Lebanon quarterback.
Nice job.
As we said, he's heading to Bucknell University. Double tight again. Pennsylvania seems to like this double tight set. Piles under center. He's going to pitch it to number 23, Terry Swanson, and the defense is there, led by number 4, Rashad Gillis.
Anthony Jackson, number 19, too. You see him flying from the inside. He's got great speed.
And again, that Maryland speed on the outside, it's definitely a hard nut to crack, it seems like, for Pennsylvania offensively.
Well, that Pennsylvania offensive line, on the outside play like that, they've just got to make sure that they cut off that inside pursuit. And they didn't that time. That did it. Ford did a great job getting across that lineman's face and making that play.
It'll bring up third down
Here's
and
that
2.
Power set.
And you see the power set that Mark was talking about. Piles under center. He's going to fake the handoff. He's going back to pass. He's throwing it double teamed on the play defensively by number 6, Jerome Dew.
Coach, I can't talk about Delon Parrish's coverage with them defensive backs enough. You know, you got everybody in the ballpark thinking they're powering to the right. Them 2 corners are legitimate. Stay back there and stay in the coverage.
Great
He's
position.
Got to be thrilled with that.
Real nice. Real nice.
And it'll bring up fourth down for PA, and it looks like the coaching staff, Shifford, is going to go for it here because it's only 4th and short. With this big offensive line that Pennsylvania has, they'll go to their monster power set.
Power set left right again. Here. If Maryland stops them, that's a huge momentum boost for him, and we just have to see what happens.
Straight ahead handoff by number 23 Swanson, and he's able to make hay. And you see that offensive line along with those 2 stacked fullbacks. They fire off the ball and get the first down.
Jerome, that formation sets Clock at tight end, Grimm, and then Burke and Carazola as the power backs. And then it's either, that was at that time, it was
I believe if I was the coach, I'd stay in that formation for about 3 more plays. I'd have the band
Coach, he's listening. He's on the other side.
He has a microphone, and he must have heard you because that's exactly what he's doing. Piles hands off again, right up the gut. Number 23, that's Swanson again, and he gets to about the 1 inside the 1-yard line before he's brought down by that Maryland defense. I'll tell you what, gentlemen, if PA can score, what do you think?
Well, they showed power to the right, but they ran a counter back, pulling both power backs through the hole there, and Swanson did a nice job just finding work up inside. That was a real nice hard run in there.
Yep. Anthony Jackson from Maryland still staying there playing tough. I mean, it's just great football. The coach is here on the screen right now. Ryan Hines, defensive line coach. Mark
Piles drops the ball, and it's going to go back, and then you have a face mask, which could help Pennsylvania out. But what you're seeing is that old-fashioned Pennsylvania smash-mouth football that's having some success, Mark.
Well, it's 1st and goal on the 1. The first thing you have to do is take care of the football. Gee whiz. Yeah, you just got to secure the ball, son. I know you're trying to make...
Just nice and steady. Run the ball. Just keep...
And there's the sack for Pennsylvania. Number 44, Zaire Franklin, from his linebacker position, is able to come up and make the play, which backs up Maryland. And I'll tell you what, gentlemen, the Pennsylvania fans and the Pennsylvania crowd, as well as the team, is starting to feel and taste that momentum shift.
Well, Schweigert and Shaw do a real nice job staying home. Folks does a nice job keeping that quarterback inside and having him come back into that inside rush. That's good work.
And we talked about Swagger.
Zaire cleans it up.
We talked about Swagger at the beginning of the game. Very lean-looking defensive lineman. Yes. Has a lot of extra, he'll have time to bulk up and even get bigger and more solid.
If Carter's going to take off running with the ball, he can't run back to that middle. It's too noisy in there. That's where all the big boys play. You got to get on that perimeter and get out of there. I'd run him with the ball and just get him out there and go.
The defense again, and this time number 18,
thanks, man.
Luke Carazola gets a penalty, but I mean he was in there. He just may have grabbed a face mask on the play. The flag was thrown.
Was it a horse collar?
Oh. They got to get that kid. If they're going to run him, they got to put a blocker in front of him and get him on the perimeter.
And he knows it. I mean, he had the play. He knows it. That'll up Maryland, and that may give them an automatic first down.
I think it is an automatic. You know what?
Yeah,
it's not.
No, it's not.
A spot foul. It's a replay the down, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Replay the down, spot foul, 2nd and 10. And again, this Pennsylvania sidelines has jacked themselves up, and they're ready to roll. The momentum has totally shifted from the first half. We're starting to get down where the clock becomes a part of the game. 6:39 left in the 4th quarter. Pennsylvania down 21 to Maryland 24. Both teams have played an excellent game. This has been an exciting game, gentlemen.
No doubt. No doubt.
Well, Mark and I said early on it was going to be a barn burner at the end. It's proven to be that. Maryland just needs to settle down now, get a couple first downs, and see what happens.
Doug, Pennsylvania's in that nickel rush team. Carazola and Clark are inside. Yep. They got Folks and they've got Hill outside. They're going to come with some heat. They just got to contain this quarterback.
Well, in this situation here, I'm not too sure.
Carter pitches it, and wow. What a hit, guys. Number 44, Zaire Franklin, lays the boom on number 5, Josh Gills. So let's talk about it, but there is a player down.
Looked like a toss pass. Looked like they're going to have a little toss pass here.
I thought it was, Coach.
Zaire came off that corner. That was nice.
And Gills looked like he was looking upfield as opposed to looking in front of him. And before he knows it, he gets lambasted by Zaire Franklin. And that puts the Pennsylvania sidelines into a frenzy.
I think he rolled out just a little bit further than he should. When you're going to throw that pass, you got to give the illusion of taking off. The longer you're running laterally, the bigger your chance.
You got to sell that run, right, Doug?
You got to sell that run.
Well, number 17, Jawan Hill was the injured player. We definitely want to talk a little bit about him. We hope that gentleman is okay. He's from McKeesport and he's headed to Duquesne University. We hope that he's okay.
There's the play right here. He catches it.
And he did it.
Real route on the play. Beautiful pass, but broken up by number 28, Brandon Feemster.
Yeah.
He played that well.
It was terrific coverage.
Well thrown ball by that quarterback.
They switched. Right before the snap, they switched. They went tall on tall. They moved Felix Snell, Manischel inside, and they put the tall guy out on the wide out.
And Feemster himself is 6'3", 195 pounds. We talked to Marcus about that. We talked about it today on the Maryland side, and we have a flag.
There might be something going on.
Well, the officials are they're congregating and talking about it.
Looks
we
like
still don't know what's going on yet.
Looks like something PA did.
It had to be pass interference, not on the play though, but on when they checked up.
And Coach, look at the coaching staff. You tell me that these coaches aren't into this game and they're not engaged like this is a championship game.
I mean, these guys were selected by both coaching staffs were selected by their state association. They got one shot as an assistant, You know, and it means a lot to them. They've worked all year long on being prepared for that 1 week up here, and they want to represent their state, and they want to win the game. Both staffs doing a great job.
Yeah, both staffs have been just exceptional.
I agree.
Haven't had a chance to coach in the game before and actually come out the winner in it. They're probably the highlight of your coaching career. You know, state championships are state championships, and they're just as great as can be to win them. But coming up and playing in an all-star game of this caliber and winning it just makes it something special.
I don't know what that call was, but they called it. They always call an illegal procedure if something wasn't done within the rules. So I guess they gave Maryland 5 yards in the replay. So again, they got another shot at getting that first down.
Well, it's 3rd down and about 12 yards to go for Maryland. Number 2 quarterback Antoine Carter is the quarterback that's in for Maryland. He's going to have twins on the left.
Coach, I think Antoine Carter could take a quarterback sneak, take off, and make something happen.
I think you're right.
Carter throws it up and he gets hit low. Passes, almost complete, but broken up again by number 28, Feemster. Makes another play. The 6'3" corner has come up big in these last couple of plays.
That was huge.
Solomon Bolt up there high in the air, and it's one of those things, and it's exciting as what Maryland dropped. I mean, Pennsylvania dropped those 2 passes down near the end zone earlier. You know, the last 2 plays, maybe that one could have been.
Look at the hit on the quarterback, though, Coach. That's low. Yeah. That's a dangerous play right there. I mean, it's legal. We believe it's legal, but you don't want to see anybody.
He really wasn't able to step into the throw. That was all arm. That was a heck of a throw by that quarterback, and it's a 50-50 ball. That's
and like Coach said, all arm from Carter, who will be headed to Maryland. He could not step into that throw, and probably it was good that he didn't try to.
Well, he's an athlete, you know, and you just.
Maryland's getting a bunch of them out of this game, Coach.
Yeah, they are.
Teal will be back to punt for the Maryland club. 5:44 left in the 4th quarter. Maryland is up 24-14 over Pennsylvania, but the game momentum has shifted to Pennsylvania's favor.
Maryland needs to get this ball, get back, and play really good defense.
Janove, number 22, is back.
Nice and high, fair catching it, or a signal fair catch. I don't know what that is. That should be a penalty on top of it, but they're probably not going to call that. That signal fair catch.
So they didn't call it. A couple of the fans, you hear them saying it, but now they're starting to get up behind Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania fans, they feel it, they sense it.
Well, Maryland played great defense early in the game. They got to come back and do it right now.
And it looks
they got to bottle that quarterback up. They got to man up on him with one of the linebackers. That's the only way you're going to stop him.
Hey, Doug, after those 2 plays by Feemster, you think prep school might not how about that? Think his stock just went up a little bit?
Yeah, I think his stock went up.
His stock definitely went up.
Here we go. Let's see what happens.
We got Lenny Williams at quarterback.
We got Williams back, like Mark said, at quarterback with trips to the right. Williams is going to hand off to Edmonds. Edmonds has 1 player to beat outside. He gets there and able to get the corner in the 1st down.
Boy, Coach, he's got a burst, doesn't he?
He's really stays square, doesn't he? Boy, that was a great. He just kept his pad square and nice little slide cut. See how he sees this? They go arm it. He bounces outside, sets up that corner. Excellent, really pretty.
One of the things about Chase that you see, and you can tell, he has very good vision when he runs the ball.
And he runs bigger than he is. He's a load. He falls forward every time. He's a good football player, man, I'll tell you.
And again, he'll be going to Fordham University. They're getting a couple of really, really good players. Williams in the shotgun, motion number 4, Smith. He's going to again hand off to Edmonds. Edmonds takes off, and he's tripped up right at the last minute. The fireworks happen. Number 22, Josh Kazaric makes the play, which probably is the touchdown-saving play.
Great block by Alec Bloom. Just knocked number 42 off the ball. Just knocked him off the ball and gave him that edge.
And that's Gonteric, makes the play that is a shoestring tackle that stops Edmonds from maybe breaking this open. Williams again in the shotgun. Number 4, Smith in motion. Bobble snap. It looks like and this is where a lot of stuff goes on in the pile to see who gets the ball.
Yeah, they already signaled the coaches heading it down. It's Pennsylvania ball.
Okay.
He had it on the ground.
Can't do. That's the second time.
Well, it looks like
PA was second first down play that they've had a ball handle mistake. You can't do that.
It looks like PA will keep the ball, and it'll bring up a 2nd down, a loss of about 3, so it'll be 2nd and 14.
That's a big break for Maryland right there.
Looks like PA's O-line starting to lean on them a little bit, Coach.
Yep. Maryland's got, just getting worn down. They've been playing. They played so hard, so long. Now they just got to lean back on some greatness, come up here, suck it up, and play. We'll see if they can do it or not.
And our 2 championship coaches, they're looking down up here, and they can see this Pennsylvania O-line is.
They got to bottle them up.
Williams throws the deep ball as a jump ball.
Intercepted, I think.
And it's almost intercepted, but it's broken up. Okay. No play. Number 23, Anthony Chesley again makes a brilliant play in the secondary, and he's excited.
He kind of throws this one up.
Chesley and Woods both have great games at corner.
That one wide receiver came across a little shallower. They've been wide open. They both ran to the same spot.
Yep.
Tell you what, Doug, you're right. These corners are special for Maryland.
Yeah, they really
and Claiborne.
And PA, I think both D-backs, both secondary guys are playing.
Absolutely.
Making some good plays.
Great night.
And Claiborne for PA, the receiver, looked like he turned into a defender.
Coach, this is
on
huge,
that play.
this third down play right now. This is a huge
Williams
play.
in the shotgun. Okay. He's back to pass.
There's the problem. That kid out there on the perimeter.
He's going to zip the ball, and it's incomplete, which will bring up 4th down for PA.
Here's the question, Coach. What do you do?
Well, the wind. The wind has died down a little bit. You got Joe Julius out there. It would be a 57-yarder.
Oh, I don't think so, Coach.
Yeah, we'll see. It looks like PA's going to go for it. They're not going to go for a field goal try on the leg of Joe Julius right now. They're going to see if they can pick this up. 4th down and about 14 yards for Pennsylvania on the play. Both fans on both sides are going nuts because this is big time. 3:45 left. Maryland up 25-21. Williams gets the shotgun. He's back to pass. He's going to go deep. Has a receiver open. There's a flag on the play. It looks like there will be interference. Pennsylvania side is going bananas.
So is Maryland.
And Maryland's going bananas, and they're not liking it.
I hope we get a replay on that. I'd like to see
I
it.
don't know. I just don't see that.
Well, let's see. Here's the replay, folks at home. They'll get a chance to see it. Williams throws this up to let his receiver get it.
Right there.
You could call that either way. That's a no call. It's exactly what it should be. And that's what they're arguing about.
And again, we have another angle, Coach. Let's see this angle. See what you see.
That's a no call.
Well, he grabbed the back of the jersey, but I see it.
That didn't cause the kid to trip him. You know what I mean? That's a no call right there.
We got one coach saying no call, the other, I don't know. But again, it's going to give Pennsylvania, looks like a first down.
Interference.
Can't believe it.
And that's an automatic first down for Pennsylvania. That is a tough call. I mean, both of these players played their hearts out, as well as both of these teams. It's going to bring up a first down on about the 24-yard line for Pennsylvania. Williams again in the shotgun. He's going to hand it off to Chase Edmonds. Edmonds gets the corner, but then he is tackled by number 22 again. Guntarik again makes a brilliant play. We've called his name a couple of times.
He's a player now. He and Woods have met.
Watch, the motion back goes too wide and watches. He's got it. Thad Smith's got to make that block. He's got to cut up inside and take the guy that has him. He's got to set that edge.
3:07 in counting for Pennsylvania. They're in scoring position.
Both coaches have to start thinking about timeouts here, how it's going to affect the game.
Well,
Maryland needs to come up with a big break here. They've been playing well all night. Pennsylvania has too. What a for the end of the game.
Williams again. He'll be back in the shotgun formation. Pass complete to number 6. That's Claiborne on the outside. And that'll pick up a first down for Pennsylvania, and they're driving.
That was a real nice throw. Good protection. They doubled that defensive end out wide. It's been causing trouble. Great adjustment there. Inside guys are doing a real nice job now, holding up that inside rush.
And Woodland on the defense, he tries to make a play and keep up Woodland Duvall, who'll be going to Toledo, another one of those tall corners. Pennsylvania is moving, first down.
2 minutes, 30 seconds. Need to make some big plays here.
On about the 13-yard line, Williams again back to pass. Delivers another pass. This time he hits Daquan Ware out of Harrisburg, and there's just a brilliant stop on the play.
Wow.
If there's been something special on the field tonight, it's a play by the corners out there.
I agree with that.
Look at that. He comes up immediately, makes a tackle. Great coverage.
And that's number 12. We called his name a lot, Josh Woods.
Yeah.
I mean, remember his name, folks at home, because this guy's a player, 6'3", 180 pounds. I mean, you talk about.
We said coming into the game, he's going to play on Sunday. He's an NFL player. Great kid too. Works hard.
He already has the height. They'll probably put a couple more pounds on him, get him up to that 200-pound range, and he'll be able to see if he can defend
this
big
is
guys.
Huge for Maryland right here now. They got pressure coming from the outside. They're forcing him in. Holy moly, the linebackers are running now.
Woods cannot escape again, and there you see it. Number 22. Gillis and Kadar again make the play.
Yep.
And there you go. That speed of the Maryland defense is able to do their thing.
Were they trying to make a throwback on that, Doug, or was it just a counter run?
A counter run.
Yeah.
Early when I came up to practice this week, the defensive coaches were just talking about how well the corners were, but how fast the linebackers were, and the kid Gontarek, he's one of those utility players. He just first kid out on the field, last kid to leave, plays heads up the whole time. Boy, Maryland's made this rough. It's 1:34 seconds left to go in this football game.
Well, I'll tell you what, you have Woods at one corner. Gontarek, we talked about him at the other corner. We have Jamal Woodland as well. I mean, these guys are big, they're fast, they can run, they're athletic.
Coach, we got one more play, and then we're going to see what a field goal does to tie it up. And if we go into overtime.
PA's got Grimm, they've got Walmer, they've got Gallo, Huss, and Noah Bay in there. And they were doing a great job straight ahead. And Maryland flew to the ball on that play and really made that one happen. Because I thought Williams had a shot on that cutback.
One play, Coach, and then we'll see what the field
goal
does.
Coach?
Huh?
What are you going to do, Coach?
Me?
Yep.
I'm going to take that quarterback, drop him back, and then let him run for the end zone on a quarterback draw.
So we got Coach on one end is looking at a quarterback draw with Williams on the play. That's his call.
Our D-end over there, number 35, he's got to get that perimeter and hold it. Avery Taylor, you better widen out a little bit, son.
So we have Williams, who is back in the shotgun. He's going to take the ball.
He's going to take off running with it. Incomplete.
Getting ready to throw, and he throws the ball, and it looks like it's incomplete. Gontarek is talking about, hey, I had
it before it hit the ground, but it didn't. What? Nice try, though, Gontarek. Now we'll see what happens.
Well, let's look at the replay, Coach. What do you see?
He caught that.
It looks like he caught it. We don't have instant replay.
Holy
We got another angle here, Coach.
Holy moly. I think the one official.
That's an ill-advised throw. This guy's running right down the middle, wide open.
Very ill-advised throw. Looks like a defender on the face, and we'll see Julius see if he can even this game up. Wow. With about a 20-yard field goal here. Whew.
That was an interception. That's tough now. That's tough.
Well, all three refs looked at each other with that same stare.
Yeah, that stupidity stare. I've seen that.
Doug, we've seen that stare.
They're waiting for one of them to say something, and none of them will step up and do it. And I'm not jumping on the officials. That's hard to do. But, I mean, that's how you make a living, by making them calls.
And there you have a good look at Joey Julius, who will be headed to Penn State, and try to see if he can take over the kicking duties up there.
The pass interference call down there, it is what it is, But wide open where a kid picks that ball off, you see him going for it.
Watch now.
Watch the official in the middle. He's not even looking. He's not even looking.
And I tell you what, that looks like a pick, which would have probably had a good chance of sealing the game for Maryland. But it gives Julius an opportunity to see if he can even this game up with 1:25 left on the clock. It hinges on the leg of Joe Julius, and he has been in this situation before out of Lower Dauphin.
Well, he's kicked 12 field goals this year.
Longest from that Maryland defense.
What worries me is they got 72 in there. He's the smallest lineman in that left guard position.
Couldn't have asked for a better situation. 24-24, minute 19. Maryland, Pennsylvania even. We'll be back after these.
We get it.
Get up to $8,600 in sizzling savings on your new only $1.99 a month. It's the Summer Savings Sizzler at Sutliff.
3 cents per gallon every day with rewards card. Score big savings now at Turkey Hill.
And matter of fact, let's get a look at the drive of the game, coaches.
And then the fourth down play.
That was to Claiborne.
Nice.
And that's
Hit
number
it.
10.
Hit it.
That'll be Vault coming up.
Solomon
And
Vault's
he
gone.
breaks it 24-24. We couldn't ask for a better contest. Teams met before last year.
More out than this. And if it stays as a tie, we're going to see what we call sort of the.
It's a first down. Tackled on a play by number 10.
Upfield, and this guy's making some money. We got to keep a guy. They got folks. They got
about it. It's 53 seconds left. If we stay tied.
Be redundant. We said it'd be a.
To his receiver, and he overthrows Jones. Jones being a very accomplished.
They had him on 85 that last time. No doubt.
Well, here we go. Second down. Close it up.
Holy moly.
Holy moly.
Off trade clock out of Lower Dolphin headed to Georgia Tech.
Well, again, this Trey didn't allow him to set it go again.
So here we go.
28 seconds left to go.
Third down.
You got to do inside for something. I'm not sure what that is, but you just can't let them kids pin their ears back.
And that's not.
But I'll tell you, that defensive line is
the Maryland quarterbacks, and it'll bring up offensively, but 24-20.
And you saw the resiliency of Pennsylvania coming back when Maryland went ahead. That's the nature of all-star games. Sometimes in an all-star game, you from being a blowout early in the game and then letting people come back and play.
Well, as you said, Doug, both defenses are. Steve, I mean, you can't anywhere. I mean, those guys, if they have.
And it goes out of bounds.
Problem. So they've got to get a play to get out of bounds.
I would think, Coach.
They got to be careful.
Hey, running the ball. We'll see what he can do. Drop. Great route by Thaddeus Smith, and
Good
he just
throw,
cannot
Mark.
hold onto the ball. Do when he has protection and he can step into.
They could clock it hopefully by then.
The end zone.
And this is
Clock's gonna
Piles.
run out.
Piles is going to see what he can do with those really electrifying.
MVP trophy right now, huh?
Coming from a defensive mindset.
I agree with you.
24-24 Pennsylvania.
After the game, head for your purchases at the Hill. Quench your thirst. Want to find out our closest store? Visit turkeyhillstores.com.
Silverado, you're going to love your $9 a month. It's the Summer Savings Sizzler at Sutliff.
What a game. Maryland 20. These coaches have done a masterful job getting these kids ready to.
Came up with a phrase. It's like kissing your sister. When you so much great play in every 25-yard line, to get 4 downs, to get a first down, to get a first.
Focused on what they got to do, Doug.
I
mean, Maryland did nothing wrong in the second half, but he was a big difference maker.
We talk about Lesser. We talk about
player in it. You know what? There's a whole bunch. You know what? What's got to happen is the college coaches. I can only remember. I got to say, Coach Paterno said he hit the play against 33. Don't tell me that.
Number 3, Lenny Williams will be the quarterback in the shotgun. He's going to fade back and throw a bullet.
Open, but they both ran into each other. I mean, if they just kept
somebody
running,
broke the pattern.
Yeah, Coach, they are vacating a little bit there.
With distance on it, and that'll bring up a third down for Pennsylvania.
A little bit of grabbing going on in that right tackle.
Well, you know what I was going to say? Apu's trying to figure out. Apu's got the sleeve torn off his jersey, Coach.
Well, he's got the outside intended for Daquan Ware, and that is over.
Right long. Yes. I mean,
He really settled down and did a great job.
And this will be wide. Looks like it's wide left, which gives the Maryland gentleman highlighted this early on. This could be a battle of the kickers.
Yeah.
We talk about the other positions, the line positions, Coach.
You got the big guys inside.
And you see number 11, Jalen Swagger makes the play.
Yep.
Swagger's doing it.
Because those.
As upfield is that nickel front. And
right.
Just kind of
delivers the ball,
but golly, Miss Molly,
more and more exciting. The defenses are digging in on both sides.
There you go. That's a battle in the end.
Two guys hanging in there right there.
And Mark, that's
picked
off. And that's Feemster, who has had a
banger coach. Great coverage, great position, great technique right there. That was pretty.
Watch his quarterback.
How to D up a accomplished receiver. That's how you play that position.
Well, they were at practice on Thursday. And I was watching practice, and it was a rainy, misty day, and he comes off the field grabbing his chest. Here he pulled a muscle up in his chest, and he was like wondering if he was having some kind of a heart issue or something, and his breathing was a little labored, so they sat him in the afternoon, and they were hoping he was going to be okay by Friday. Obviously, they were hoping he'd come through, and obviously he did.
Well, Patrick Amara is having a brilliant game. We have seen this has been the game of so many things, but I'll tell you, both these teams have some very accomplished defensive backs.
Now, Coach, do you think both teams say we're going to run the ball a little bit here?
Well, you know what? The excitement at the end of the game, somebody comes out and takes 3, you want 1, but, the sound thing to do here, is just get some yardage up the middle, put yourself in a situation to do the sure thing. Now, are they going to do that? I just don't know. I mean,
well, no matter what, the end of this game, one team's going to feel bad, but they both should feel proud. But the other, this would be a heck of a celebration for whoever wins, and deservedly so.
Well, we're going into the second overtime. Again, the defenses we talked about before the first overtime, and again, those defenses came through in the first overtime.
Boy, oh boy, what a battle. They used to say, go to war, Miss Agnes. This has really been something to watch.
Well, I'll tell you what better place can you get to play a game like this and host it than Hershey, Pennsylvania. In the backdrop, you have the roller coasters from Hershey Park that are lit up. You have the stage for the concerts that go on at this stadium. A beautiful, beautiful venue for football, and the weather. We couldn't ask for better weather, coaches.
It's been beautiful, the whole thing. Now we flip. Maryland gets to go on offense first. When you're in an overtime like this, you want to be the defensive team. You want to be the one that has the final decision as to what to do.
And Antoine Carter will be the quarterback that's in.
Offense.
Number 10.
Here it comes.
Solomon goes in motion.
Cover. Uh-oh.
There's the pass. And it's a touchdown. That's a touchdown.
That is a touchdown.
Reggie White Jr. pulls it in. The defense was right there, but White makes the play. Number 8, Tyree Spearman, is on the coverage, but the touchdown happens. But fans at home, Pennsylvania will have an offensive opportunity.
Reggie's daddy weighs about, I think Reggie played in the league. He weighs about 300. I'm guessing Reggie about 320. I just saw him high jump 7 foot over there.
Tyree's just got to stay, and he can't get behind the guy that close to the end zone. He's got to stay in front.
That's something special, isn't it?
Great job. Used his body and shielded the ball.
That kid's going to Monmouth University, and Patoko's going to put it through.
Well, Coach, you have 6'3" versus 5'10", and 6'3" wins.
Yep.
And the kick is up, and it's good. And there you have it. Maryland takes the lead, 31-24. For overtime rules, Pennsylvania will now have an opportunity to equalize.
Well, the one thing it does, now Pennsylvania's got to go. The field goal kicker's not an option.
No.
They
got 4 plays to get a first down now, and they just got to pump it in there.
Before I'm going to the end zone, the quarterback, that quarterback takes off and runs. He's a problem. The question is up front defensively. You're in a no blitz situation. You got 3 linebackers can run. How much yardage can he pick up? It's the old deal. He needs 10 yards to keep alive. So we'll see what happens.
Well, as both coaches are saying, PA needs a touchdown. And again, the defense of Maryland has been stout.
I think a quarterback draw right here.
Powell's back to pass. He has pressure in his face.
Face mask.
Face mask penalty, and they will get it. Number 42.
They threw the flag.
Daniel Apu made a brilliant play, and actually he came up late with the face mask that got called.
Well, it's a break. Doesn't seem like anybody's open.
Relentless pressure.
Right there.
And he had him initially, and he didn't. And as soon as he
just
came
put
up,
the other hand around to grab him.
And that will be against Maryland. And you hear the Maryland fans are not liking that call. The Pennsylvania fans are loving it. It'll bring up second down and about 5 yards for the Pennsylvania team.
Yep.
So they have an opportunity, a makeable first down, which would keep the drive going.
They got clock in here, double tight set. He and Bloom. Watch out for the run.
Powell's back to pass.
Okay.
He's going to throw it to the tight end, number 87, Alec Bloom, who's going to get the first down, and they'll move the change.
This guy Bloom has good hands, I'm telling you. Clock covered the backside, and they put him out in the flat. Good pitch and catch, good throw.
And Bloom headed to the University of Connecticut.
87, he's a big target.
He sure is. That's a good throw and a good catch. Tough catch. Well done. All right. They're in position now. They still have room to make a first down, so they don't have to get crazy here.
And again, coaches, we talk about receivers being big in the world of football. You look at these tight ends, too, that are 6'5", 6'6", 6'7", and you need
change where there's a place for him now.
Yep. Piles will be under center with double tights. He's going to throw again. He rolls out to the left side, sets up the throw, and he delivers the ball.
It's
and it's picked, and it is over.
Holy cow.
It is over. Number 4, Rashad Gillis picks off Piles, and Maryland will win the game in the second overtime.
Excellent.
Brilliant football game.
Excellent.
Maryland 31, Pennsylvania 24, second overtime game. And again, coaches, we have seen these kids play their hearts out. 34 on Maryland, 34 on Pennsylvania, and they played a brilliant game today.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. It's a bootleg play. The guy's covered.
Great pressure. Look at the pressure.
Just should have thrown it over top, thrown it out of bounds, and regrouped. First down. Don't force it.
19.
And that was just an athletic play by
difference.
number 4, Rashad Gillis, the linebacker, 6 foot, 205 pounds, headed with Coach Cater down in Shepherd, Pennsylvania, Shepherd University, to play for the Shepherd Rams, who have just been a beast of a team in Division II ranks. They're going to be lucky to have him.
Oh, Coach, that just, there's some. I just can't say enough. I feel so sorry for Pennsylvania, and what happens is both these teams are winners. One team wins and the other one doesn't. It's like going to a state final. But when you come down to the to play like that at the end, going into the second overtime, holy moly.
Well, I'll tell you what, this has been just a brilliant game. Maryland will win it 31-24. We'll be back. We'll take a break. We'll come back and wrap this thing up. Big 33 Digital Network. We hope you enjoyed it. We'll be back after these messages.
I'm no stranger to concussions, so I know how vital it is to have the best care. Allegheny Health Network is utilizing new C3 Logix technology to revolutionize concussion diagnosis and treatment. It allows trainers to do baseline tests before play begins, document an injury immediately, and upload information to healthcare professionals. It's the most modern way to play it safe, even when you're playing all out. Learn more at ahn.org.
It's here, whether you enjoy hunting or fishing, discovering history or cutting-edge technology.
It's here. From delicious chocolate to professional sports, wild roller coasters to endless shopping.
It's here. From fine dining to home-style cooking, exciting nightlife to small-town charm. Dauphin County has it all.
No surprise we were voted the 12th most livable region in the nation.
It's here. You should be here too.
After the game, head for Turkey Hill to refuel and experience the thrill of fuel savings victory. Save 3 cents per gallon every day with your Turkey Hill Rewards card, or save even more when you earn rewards points on your purchases at the Hill. Quench your thirst, pick up a meal or a snack, and save on your fuel with your rewards card. Score big savings now at Turkey Hill, a proud sponsor of the Big 33 Football Classic. Want to find out our closest store? Visit turkeyhillstores.com.
Summer's hot, and so are the savings at Sutliff Chevrolet.
Bigger selection, better prices, lower payments? We get it.
Get up to $8,600 in sizzling savings on your new Silverado. You're going to love your new Sutliff Chevy Cruze, and you're going to love your payment, $159 a month.
We have a Chevy for every need.
And a payment for every budget.
The road's all yours when you drive Equinox, now only $199 a month. It's the Summer Savings Sizzler at Sutliff Chevrolet Harrisburg.
You're still the reason we put the key in the door.
Well, I'll tell you what, this was definitely an electrifying game between Pennsylvania and Maryland. Maryland coming back to the Big 33 after a 20-year hiatus last year. They lost to Pennsylvania 57-28. They come back in just an explosion against a really good Pennsylvania team. And just seeing these teams come out and play was just an amazing situation. So both of these teams, hats off. Maryland, Pennsylvania, renewed rivalry for the Big 33. What I would call probably the best all-star game in football that's out there in any state. The Big 33, the most recognizable all-star game here that we can call. So I'm definitely pleased, and I hope the fans at home really had a great opportunity to watch solid football by a bunch of young college-bound players that will be going on to play college football and enjoying their time. And what we're going to be doing now is having the award ceremony on the field with both teams. So the Maryland player of the game would be Josh Woods, and he's that defender, number 12. Josh Woods, he's going to Maryland next year, 6'3", 180 pounds. He just had an electrifying game today at that cornerback position.
Say a few words.
I mean, it's wonderful to be a part of a 34-man squad like this. Thanks to all these guys. It's been a great week. I want to thank God. And Coach Edsel, I'll see you next Sunday.
Thanks. Chase. Pennsylvania player of the game, Chase Edmonds.
First and foremost, I just want to thank God for giving me the opportunity to be out here. You know, it was a disappointment. I was a reserve, so I just came out here with a chip on my shoulder, tried to play. I want to thank my family, my mom, my dad, all my friends that support me. And last but not least, shout out to CD East.
Good. Thanks, Chase. And finally, would like to introduce the winning head coach, Brian Van Duzen from Maryland. It's easier now.
Thanks, Dave. Great game. Got to give a lot of credit to Pennsylvania. We were up 17 points. They battled back and made a great contest at the end. Our guys stepped up. Reggie White Jr., big touchdown at the end. And our defense played outstanding all game, and they made the plays when we needed them.
Thank you, Coach. Yeah, here. Well, when I seen him go, can you please open the gates? Do you know how to get that?
Yeah, which one can I get?
And again, we have Pennsylvania and Maryland. Maryland wins the game 31-24. And you just had just an amazing game for the Big 33 with Maryland coming out on top. And there you go, some of the highlights. It was just an electrifying game on the, so much explosion. Some of these athletes, like I said, many are going on to play Division I football. Some going to play Division II. They're going to represent their schools very well in college. They're going to represent their colleges, and I do believe that we're probably going to have a Super Bowl player from this game down the road, and that will be great that they can continue to add to their traditions of so many that has played in this game, from Jim Kelly to Ricky Waters to Ben Roethlisberger to Joe Namath. There are so many that have played, LeVar Arrington, so many amazing athletes that played in this game, and every one of these athletes will have an opportunity to put their names next to those amazing players. My name is Jerome Presley. It was a pleasure to bring this game to you from the Big 33 Digital Network. We hope you enjoyed the show. Take care and good night.